We're gonna throw out the nets. We're gonna throw out the nets for the fishies.
Throwing it out. We're live. Time to share. All right, we are live. And let's share it out.
I am doing it now. I'm going to Now That's Disney. And I'm sharing it out. Okay. Let me...
I had us muted.
Okay.
A little less than 30 seconds.
If I got to pick my nose, I'm doing it now.
Do it. Anybody out there? We got 18 people watching so far.
See? It's going to be good. It's going to be a good one. I see anything over 25.
I know, Kim, you can hear. Yeah, exactly. We're live. StreamYard.
If we change the lives of just one individual, we've done our part.
Let's stop the share screen. We're live. Now That's Disney Night Live with BigFatPanda.com, John.
And
Stan
no Stan.
No Stan. Stan disappeared. We don't know where he went. There he is. There's Stan's arm. Stan's head.
Gang.
Hey, Stan, we're live.
All right.
Kim said we could hear you.
Hi, Mary.
I'm glad. I'm glad you could hear us. That's the point.
I have a new microphone. Let me know if you hear me either too loud or too low, or I'm testing this thing out.
Right now, you sound really good on my side.
All right, good. This is a Yeti X.
Hello, humans and Panda.
Hello, Donald G. Sausage Nicholson.
It's Abe Froman.
He wants to put sausage in his lasagna in the worst way. He still does. And I say, non zabiage. Do you know that one, Dave?
No.
I think, and I could be wrong about these. I think it means don't like it. Thanks, Jeff. I think it means no, non zabiage, don't like. No.
Gotcha.
Me and Dave were just going through Italian sayings, and you could look at somebody and go, ooh, that one is a faccia brut.
Faccia brut. That was me.
Who called you a faccia brut? They're wrong.
My dad all the time. Or Stunad.
Stunad. That I know.
Yeah.
That was on, I had a Sopranos pinball machine, and the Stunad was the name of their boat. Oh, no.
That's right.
Their boat was the Stugats.
Stugats.
Is that a bad word? I don't even know if I'm saying bad words. I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
Okay, you know, Mary, I know it was perfect. Is it still perfect? Because the other one sometimes made me sound like Ursula coming out of the ocean going, ha, 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 ha. The sea and...
Really good mic before, John.
I did. I'm hoping this one is as good. If it's not, you know, I got to know.
It goes back if it's not.
This is true. This one should be as good, if not better.
I love David's mic.
Thank you.
That is my favorite thing this year.
Kim did a great job picking this microphone out.
Is it show-offable, David? Can you show off or no?
Yeah. Let's get it here in the camera view.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you're using now?
Yep.
It sounds really good. Okay.
Coming to you live with the docile tones of.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's on.
And you don't hear the background noises at all.
You can fade out the background noise, which is really cool on this microphone. It took me a couple of minutes just to set it up and figure that out, and Kim and I tested it out last weekend. But the dial on here, you can turn it and bring in the background noise in or out, and it's really like spot on.
All right, I have to. If I don't fall in love with this one, I'm going to look at the Roadie or Road, like Joe Roadie.
I say roadie, but I think Kim said it's road.
Okay.
And when you connect it, it comes up as rodent, RODENT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually one up called the Yeti X.
Mhm.
One up from the Nano, so let's hope. If you hear a lot of background noise, let me know.
Sounds good so far.
All right. So it's
I got
been a
lighting
week,
issues.
huh?
It's been a bit of a week. There's a lot going on in Disney. For a place that doesn't have the parks open right now in Florida, there's a lot happening.
Stan is going through a delay issues, he said, and I think Stan, it's since you've gotten that new computer, it's your connection to the internet. It's the Wi-Fi.
That's ridiculous.
It's your gateway.
Because you're just like 4 pixels from me, making up your whole face.
Like, should I? Like, is it really bad?
It's okay.
Should I
It's
try going on the old
acceptable.
computer?
It's not terrible.
I think the old computer, for some reason, is better. It's been better
Okay.
every time I've.
Yeah.
Get the thing out and crank it up.
Yeah. Get the hamster on the wheel. I think we can live with it. I mean, if you're not happy, you change it.
I don't
See, I'm
think he
watching
hears
on,
us.
on my Facebook, and it doesn't look Yeah, it is pixely. Yeah, it is.
You are pixely.
Yeah, it is pixely.
Yeah.
Wow. Doesn't that beat all?
I'm trying to get this. Oh!
Can someone help me with the pandemic bingo?
It's not bad, Stan, but you're a tad fuzzy, Kim says. He's a fuzzy guy. He's been making Kermit frog dolls, so he's becoming fuzzy.
He did look like a peach before.
Yeah, he was a little orange there. So happy Saturday, everybody. We got some people watching, but listen, please share us out if you don't mind. Give us some love, some likes, a little heart action. That's not a heart. Get us out there. And so this week was a bit of a week. Stan dropped off, but this week there was a lot of news for a place that doesn't have any parks open, and I'm not so sure. I know Stan wanted to talk about the whole news with Splash Mountain, so maybe we'll wait for him
We
to
can
come
wait for
back
it.
in. In
We
the
can cover
meantime,
Florida COVID.
we could talk about the fact that there he is. He's back.
Oh, I'm still here. I was just firing up this other one.
Oh, okay. You look clear now.
He
Is
does
it
look
clear
clear
now?
now.
Yeah.
Clearer.
Maybe because I threatened it because I'm
Mhm.
turning on the other one. I got this black smoke is coming out of it right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
No, you went back now to
Went back to
Oh, yeah.
pixeling again? Okay.
weird.
So yeah, let's just cut. Florida COVID is a little rampantly crazy. We just broke records when it was 3,000 cases, and now we have 2 days of 9,000 and over 9,000.
Right.
So
9,000
that's
plus.
just crazy.
Yeah.
And again,
that's insane.
Yeah, I know it's younger people getting it, so maybe they're not getting as sick. I think I heard that it takes about 2 weeks for deaths to catch up a little bit, and I know the hospitalizations are going up, so it's scary. It is. It's scaring me because the chart just went like this and then went.
Right. Yeah, I'm nervous that with the numbers going up like this, that we're not going to see Disney World open. I'm still thinking they might change it.
I bet you they're going to wait till about July 5th or 6th before calling it. Maybe
Right.
before, but they're definitely having meetings going. They don't want to be responsible for. I mean, not that they're going to be responsible because they have you sign, agree to something on your ticket, but they don't want to look like they've added to the misery of the COVID.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I mean, when people talk about Florida, when you're not from Florida and you talk about Florida, the first thing a lot of people think about is Disney World, especially when you bring up Orlando. And whether or not it's associated with COVID or not, people are going to still bring it up and go, oh, well, how about Disney? I mean, people ask me all the time at work, what's going on with Disney? What's going on with the parks and COVID? And I'm afraid that it'll get a bad rap just because the numbers go up. So
I agree. It's and then a lot of people, I notice, if it doesn't affect them, they really don't think it's a big problem. Now, here in Lake County, I went to get a haircut, and the sheriff refused to wear his mask during the haircut. And I was getting my hair cut with my mask on. I overheard the lady said, "Could you please put it on? It's for us. I know we only strongly suggest it." He goes, "No, it's not mandatory. I'm not putting it on."
Wow.
His deputy just passed away, and a husband and wife in the department are in the hospital now. Again, I'm not saying he's responsible, but
Right.
it's right there in his department. I wouldn't be surprised if he was sick next week or is already. I don't know. So
And you have to do your part to help out other people, whether you want to wear it or not. I saw a really good clip of a Dr. Angus, Angus, was on. I saw it on Facebook last night. He was on Howard Stern. It was a little clip, and I watched it. And he just mentioned how simple it is to understand the science behind it. He said when you're talking like 40 parts or 40 whatever he called it, come out of your mouth. He said, so if you wear your mask and somebody else wears their mask, you'd have to talk at a close distance for like over 10 hours in order to spread a disease if you had a disease.
If you are a passionate Italian and you are talking, I think it goes a mile and a half actually.
Right. Yeah. We talk loud. I'm always at a high pitch. My hands are always going. So I'm probably, whatever's coming out of my mouth, I'm probably throwing it out.
What are you talking about?
Here, have this.
They also, Stan, I don't know if you know this, the Canadians also have an additional problem because they say the A. So they say something and they go A and it shoots it a little further.
Right.
So
Yeah, you get a little extra, a little extra. But yeah, I mean, it's a simple process to follow. And if you don't believe in it, maybe you don't believe in it, but a lot of people do. And it's the way it's so easy to protect each other right now.
I agree.
And I want these numbers to go down all over the place. I want these numbers to go down.
I think when Disney's deciding if they should open or not, the train has left the station. People have reservations again. Tickets have been not only sold but reserved again, and I don't think they want to pull that trigger to close it again. So let's hope.
Right. Let's hope and pray. Yeah. Exactly. Hey, there's two stands.
Now, is this creepy or what?
A little bit weird because I'm not.
The second stand looks much better.
Yeah, his sideways
bottom
profile. This is kind of like Multiplicity, that movie with Michael Keaton where he creates himself and there's like 5 of them and then they get worse as they go along.
So the problem is top stand doesn't work as well, but top stand is hooked up to the microphone.
Oh.
Bottom stand has the better camera.
Right.
I say we take that microphone and we hook it up to the other computer so that the top.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So is the question, do I return this new computer I just bought? Because this is the reason why I bought it mostly for.
I think you need more time to play around with the adjustments and see whether or not there's something going on.
I don't think it's the camera. I think that new computer does not hook up to the Wi-Fi as good as the other one.
Right, right.
Because when it hooks up to the Wi-Fi, the camera's great.
Okay, hang on, let me try this. Does that make a difference on top stand?
Top
Let me
stand
remove
actually
bottom
does
stand.
look. Top stand looks pretty clear right now.
Looks pretty
Okay,
good.
you know
now,
what it was? I switched from standard definition to high definition.
There you go.
Okay.
Are you in the StreamYard settings?
Yeah, in the StreamYard settings, I went from standard definition to higher definition.
I am currently on standard definition. And when I was on high definition before, John said that I was coming in a little delayed, and I went back to standard, and I guess it's okay right now.
Look at what's happening to Stan again now. He's getting fuzzy
Is
again.
it pixeling again?
Yeah, it's pixelating.
Okay, so here, this is standard now. This is standard definition.
More
Any
pixels.
better? Any worse?
Let's see. Yeah, you look very fuzzy again.
Okay.
Been hanging out with too many hand puppets.
I don't know what it is.
No.
I'm telling you, Stan, it's the Wi-Fi. You don't have a good connection.
Yeah, but yet, bottom stand is okay.
Is the other computer hooked up? I'm sorry, guys, that we're troubleshooting this in front of you.
I
Is
know.
the other computer Wi-Fi?
This is like podcast gold. They're both on the same Wi-Fi right now.
You sure they're on the? You've checked the network. They're both on the same network. One's not 2.4. One's 5 gigahertz, maybe.
They should be. Let me just double check.
It's a little creepy that bottom stand when he turns sideways.
Could be
and
that the new
looks
computer doesn't have a
top.
very good Wi-Fi or router built in or something.
The speed could be bad, right? Yeah.
Where'd I go to?
You hear an
Wi-Fi?
echo as well too, so I don't know if there's volume open somewhere else in the background. So tomorrow,
You guys go ahead and tell me. I'm going to log off and figure out what's going on. Okay.
Tonight, what we were going to do is send out the link and ask people to join us live and go over any kind of questions, and we could talk about any Disney news, reservations. Tomorrow morning at 7, Kim and I have the opportunity to go online and do our reservations for our April trip. It is. So we have to purchase park tickets because we don't have park tickets. We're not APs. So we have to go online first, get the tickets, link them to the account, and then book our park days.
It should be pretty easy.
I hope so.
I think it'll be less crowded tomorrow. And when I did the actual reservation for my AP, it was pretty easy.
It was. Okay. And you bought the tickets online or on the...
I already had my annual pass, so all I did was go online, pick a park. You had to do it on the PC. I couldn't do it on my iPad. I did not know that.
Right. And that's what I heard. Log into Disney, not through the My Disney Experience app. Is that...
Oh, right. I did it through the My Disney Experience on the website, on a web page, yeah.
Okay.
But why does Kim think she has to get up early for that? I don't think anybody's in competition for April tickets.
It starts at 7. So I guess we're looking
kind of
at it. Yeah.
You're not in competition. You can do it at noon. I don't think they're going to take your April dates from you. I say that watching, I get in trouble that it's all booked. But no, there's a lot of dates available, especially for April.
Yeah, so Kim just said it here. I mean, because I get crazy about doing fast passes.
Okay.
Yeah,
it could be but there are no fast passes.
There are no, but I'm worried that if we don't get up at 7 and do it, then because we're going to be doing 8 park days in April.
Okay.
We usually do 4 park days, take a day off in the middle, and then 4 more park days.
Okay, so, I wouldn't be worried. Me and Mary are like. Not telling you not to worry. Again, I don't want to say that, and then there is an issue. But I think right now, if you wanted to get a park for December, you're fine. If you wanted to get a park for August right now, I think you're fine.
So April's open season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The amount of people making a trip right now for April is not a lot.
Right.
But I mean, do it when you want, but don't be nuts about it.
If I'm up, I'm up. I mean, this morning I got up because our doorbell rang and we had a food delivery, and I was up and I stayed up. So I'm kind of getting into that routine where I'm up at 6 anyway for work, so I'm up.
I have a suggestion also. When you bring people on, let me know. I have a suggestion that we should, before we talk about Splash, if he's not here, Stan, we should bring someone into the Lion's Den. Yeah, that'll be like putting somebody really on the spot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's Stan's still messing around with top and bottom Stan. Yeah, Mary's saying it. I'm not sure if that sounded
Good night,
right.
Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Good night.
Do it if you feel I do, Mary. I mean, I have OCD and I panic about stuff like this because
I'm with you with the OCD. I know it. I'm just trying to make you feel better about it in case.
Yeah. Yeah. They go Easter. We do go Easter week, right? Yeah. So that is a busy week.
I'm glad I'm seeing like Mary and Chris saying, "Don't be nuts about it." I can't imagine that you couldn't get April, no matter when you did it.
So who? Jennifer Reynolds was able to get all her days for January in the late afternoon. Oh, okay, that's great news. Okay.
The only thing I saw that sold out was the first couple of days at each park.
Right. Donald, I agree. We should drink coffee all night and stay up. Yeah.
So how are you doing with sleeping? I don't know if it's the worry about everything with job, with work. I've been just about getting to sleep, and then I'm up. And that's it. I'm up, and I'm like, something didn't click to the next one. Hello, Orange Stan.
Yeah, Stan, you're very orange again.
I really want to build a wall. That's my number one goal.
You know what I heard today? That a mask is a wall. So why aren't we using it?
Right. It is a wall. Face shield.
It's a face shield.
You know what? I have trouble. I don't sleep through any night because I'm a diabetic and I get up and go to the bathroom a lot to begin with. And then since I started this job 6 weeks ago, I have so much to do and organize there that I wake up every night and I sit up for a little while thinking about how I'm going to organize my day. So, but yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, there is like a worry of everything going on in the world right now and trouble sleeping.
I agree. I've been taking my
Like the
PMs.
worst ever.
Yeah.
Hold on, Stan looks like an old Disney tiki room brochure.
He's going to tell stories about a campfire.
You can hang your order up at the door. Use the third hook.
Now we have Spooky Stan. Yeah. So,
And it's
and
still
then we
pixely,
had-
isn't it?
you're like the
We-
same
we-
color as your hat.
We still rather have you than not.
I took the Orange Bird fandom a little bit too far.
Stan, does this have anything to do with your green screen settings?
No, the green screen setting is turned off. The
Okay.
green screen setting doesn't work on the old. I'm on the old Mac now.
Oh, you're on the old.
Really?
Green setting doesn't work on that one.
And you check that the network
Yeah,
you're
it's too
connected
old.
to is your normal Wi-Fi network?
Yeah, I did check that.
Okay.
And I rebooted the router just like the other day because I was having the same problem on the Grand Circle Tour one.
Nice.
So I don't know.
I have to review. I do make a spreadsheet for our passes.
Oh, your color just got normal.
You did. You look great right now. Don't change
Yeah,
your thing.
sometimes wiping the camera resets the camera just by wiping it with your finger.
Right.
So we have to get you like
Sometimes reset that.
a windshield wiper for your camera.
Yeah, we try with a paper
You
towel.
need some Rain-X. Stan is tan. Tan Stan.
Sometimes I found that helps reset it.
We could do like a what's that book? Green Eggs and Ham. Tan Stan. Stan is tan. I will not eat a tan Stan.
I had Kraft dinner macaroni and cheese for dinner, and that's what
Oh,
happened.
that's what happened. You turn orange. Well, this is great. A lot of people are talking about the reservation
And it's
system.
still
Yeah, see, I'm that way. I'm paranoid. I'm crazy.
I'm the same way. I got to get up super early. I'm up at 4:00 in the morning, waiting for the 6:00 bell to ring to start
Right.
doing the.
Marcus said he's not interested in the sleeping and peeing habits of middle-aged men. Marcus,
Oh, well,
because
that's
you know
what
Marcus,
this show's
you're-
about.
Right, because you're 17, Marcus, and you don't know what it's like to be 48 and a diabetic and having worries and getting up and going to the bathroom. This is what happens in life.
Marcus, this is such wisdom for you. You don't understand.
Right.
20 years from now, you're going to be like, I'm so glad I found this stuff out.
Everybody told me when you hit 40, it goes downhill. I've had 6 major surgeries since I've turned 40. Like everything literally broke down and went wrong after 40.
For me, it was 35. 35 changed.
Yeah.
Your
And my
50s are
taste
gonna
buds
be
changed.
Not good.
No. You do change, and that's another thing. Spooky stories. Yeah, Kim's still on the spooky stories. I do agree, Kim. That's a good topic for a show. Oh, there goes the dryer. Clothes are done.
Oh, I thought the muffins were done.
I'm in the basement, so the clothes are done. We usually turn that off. 'Cause when
Biscuits are
Corey-
ready.
He covers his ears and he screams. He's like, I want that noise off. So we usually turn that off. But so, and again, the point of the show, and we're letting Stan get figured out. We're going to bring people in, but I want to bring up the topics and talk about and kind of give people the option to what they can talk about. So, Splash Mountain. I mean, we're going to dive into the Splash Mountain topic here. Stan, I know that you said you wanted to cover that. So,
I don't want to do anything anymore. No, you know what? I was going to bring my soapbox because these. I'm not sure if I'm seeing it from a different perspective because I'm Canadian, but I look at what happened with the slaves in the American history as a huge black mark on American history. American history is phenomenal. It's something that we do take in Canada. I know no one in Canada, U.S. takes Canadian history, but we do take American history as a part of the Canadian curriculum, and it's phenomenal. It's a very proud history. But the slave trade, I mean, people were selling people
Yeah.
in auctions. And,
Right.
and owning people. Like, that is not right. Now, Song of the South was not about slaves, but it's set in that era.
Mhm.
And there are slaves in the movie.
Right.
So the slaves were cool with being slaves in the movie, which is not cool. That's
Right.
not the way you want to. You watch the TV series Roots that came out in the 70s. It's a phenomenal TV series, and it portrays slaves the way slaves were treated. And I don't think we should turn our backs on history. I think we should learn from our history. But to portray history so completely wrong is absolutely wrong by every sense. In Song of the South, they're happy picking the cotton. They're happy being slaves, and that's not what should be portrayed as history.
Right.
Whether it's fictional or not, it is wrong. Now, Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain is based loosely on Song of the South, and they don't have Uncle Remus in it. They don't have anything like that in there. They don't have the Tar Baby, which is in Song of the South, which is, thank goodness they don't have the Tar Baby in the Splash Mountain. However, people ride Splash Mountain and they go, what is that based on? What is that from? Where do I find out more about? I love Splash Mountain. Where does this come from? And that gets people talking about it. It gets people going back and trying to find the movie. Disney's trying to bury this movie, and I don't blame them. They really should bury the movie. Now, it gets people searching YouTube and getting bootleg copies and wanting to watch the movie that really and truly should be burned and shouldn't be watched. So to change Splash Mountain to something phenomenal like Princess and the Frog, I say hooray. I'm all for it 100%. Princess and the Frog is a much, much better representation of U.S. culture and U.S. history. And it's something that I would be very proud to have in my park.
I agree.
In Walt Disney World and Disneyland.
I think to call Splash Mountain, built in 1992, history is also really pushing the boundaries of history. But I agree that I think there's a lot more going on than just this petition. I think the petition and the awareness definitely pushed Disney over. We're not, there was no coincidence, but this was definitely in the running for a long time. It wasn't that the Imagineers just put this drawing together with the petition. If you go through the gift shop of Splash Mountain, these kids today don't know Brer Fox, Brer Bear, and Brer Rabbit. They're not selling stuff in this gift shop. Princess and the Frog is definitely going to be a better moneymaker when you exit this ride to sell merchandise and get people excited. So just from a perspective of, yes, I think it should be changed. The Tar Baby thing was the biggest problem for me, is that the characters that are in the ride are the ones that did the whole Tar Baby thing. And it's just, if you're embarrassed of the ride of the movie, Disney, let's not make a ride based on the characters from it. It's a sticky situation. Why do it? But the ride itself is not, there's no history for children to figure out. Otherwise, I grew up with the movie too, and I thought it was, innocent because I was a little white kid. I didn't know. I thought Uncle Remus was this wonderful person that I wanted him to tell stories to me.
Stan, you nailed it on the head. It depicts slavery as if it was a happy-go-lucky time in Zippity-Doo-Dah, and that's not what it was. When you read about the history of slavery, it was god-awful what people had to endure. So and this is coming from somebody who never saw the movie Song of the South, and when I first rode Splash Mountain and continue to ride it, I didn't know there was a tie to a movie that had these racial undertones, right? But I can't judge that as a white person. I think for somebody to say that this movie or the ties to the ride that's based off of the movie is racist or offends them is really can only be done by somebody who's black, because I can't do that. And if something offended me about special needs, I can relate to that. I have a child with special needs, but I can't say whether or not I think this ride offends me because I don't know what it's like to be a black person. So For people to be popping off and saying they don't understand, I don't think you understand because you don't know if it offends you or not. That's my opinion.
I'll hear from a lot of friends. Oh, the Uncle Remus and the lady who worked for that family, they were treated so well. Like, stop it.
We don't know that, right? Yeah.
We don't know. You can't say. Maybe they'd rather be free and be with their family. They don't want to work.
Right, exactly.
I get it. And again, I can't. I just have to talk to people and ask questions. And I think it's really hard for us to see things from a different perspective. Sometimes you do have to just put yourself in somebody else's shoes and just see it from a different perspective. But I think it's good business sense for Disney. If it wasn't good business sense, I'd have an issue with it. You know what I'd have an issue with? In the Haunted Mansion, the guy that hangs himself from the thing, remember he says, "There's always my way," Master Gracie? Right. If they said, we have to take that out, it's insensitive to suicide, that would be like, okay, now we're really pulling, the Splash Mountain I get. Other things I may not get. That I get.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we're at a point right now where, there's a lot going on in the world, and people have to be sensitive to that. Whether or not you want to be sensitive to it or not, I've decided a long time ago, like you said, John, to step out of your comfort zone and step out of your own shoes. And I really think having a child, and Kim and I, when we had Colton and his diagnosis, it humbled me, and I allowed myself to step out of my own shoes and change as a person and say, I have no idea what it's like to be somebody else, or what offends me, or maybe I used to say something in the past, like, look at this person's kid. They can't control their kid. And now I'm going to Disney World with a child with special needs. And sometimes he has meltdowns. We can't control him. There's nothing we can do about it. And I started thinking about all that. And now this is really hitting me that, how do you judge something that you don't know whether it offends you or not? You can't.
I agree.
So, it's a very sensitive topic, but Stan, I think you said it very well.
The topic about it doesn't fit in Frontierland, Chris was saying, there's a lot of things in Disney World where things don't fit exactly to that land, but they still exist. Right. Tomorrowland has go-kart racing. What does go-kart racing have to do with Tomorrowland or the future?
Or the future, right? Yeah. It's one of the most prehistoric type of rides. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree that too, Stan. I mean, yeah.
He was talking about the Hall of Presidents, and there are presidents that were slave owners, and yes, there were presidents that were slave owners, but they're not portraying these presidents in a complete falsehood, the way Song of the South portrayed slaves. That's the problem with Song of the South.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people, and I totally understand. Mary and Chris, they're saying, it's going to become too much. We're going to take this out. We're taking Walt out of his park. Let's not jump the gun. Disney is uncomfortable with the movie that Splash Mountain is based on. Let's see, where else it goes. That to me is enough. And we say, well, we can't be offended by everything. Mary, are you offended by Splash Mountain? No. It's not our offense. It's somebody else's. And it's a large sect of people that are offended by it. So that's different than just a few people. So I think I got to see. I don't think it's a slippery slope. I think this one has been in the making for a while, and it's a pretty big one that needs to go.
Hey, buddy.
I can remember 2017 reading an article about Splash Mountain and what Disney should do with it. Yeah. 2017.
Right.
Yeah, I
remember years ago.
I remember hearing the discussion.
I still have that article somewhere. The other thing is, people are talking about Jungle Cruise. We have to get rid of Jungle Cruise now because it portrays headhunters inappropriately. Well, no, it doesn't. Headhunters hunt and kill people for their scalps and their heads.
They were cannibals, right? Exactly.
Yeah. Eat people. That's how they're portraying them in the Jungle Cruise. They're not portraying them in an inappropriate manner.
It's a land of make-believe and imagination and reimagination, and we can't be afraid of change. You take these things and these experiences and you hold them near and dear to your heart because people love Disney so much, and it means something different to everybody. But you have to understand that at points things are going to change, rides are going to change.
With Pirates of the Caribbean, they didn't stop the pirates from pillaging and plundering. They did a couple little changes. The guys running after the girls, now the girls are running with a broom to get the guys out of their house. If they said, no, these are nice pirates, they're no longer stealing, that would be a step too far for me. I would
Right,
be like,
exactly.
come on, we have to have some conflict.
And they removed the part in Pirates where people were selling and buying people, which
Right.
is
Yes.
wrong.
And it still maintains the piratiness of it. That woman
Right.
pirate, she's not innocent herself, so I kind of like that.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. What did they do? They changed it around, but right, John, they made her pretty cool, right? Yeah, she's not innocent. She's pretty badass, right?
She's pretty badass.
Yeah, so I think it's totally different with this scenario and John, you said it. Disney's uncomfortable about this movie themselves. This has been going on for a long time, and this is a good opportunity for them to shift away from that, what the ride is. And kids I don't know what the characters.
I would encourage you, if you have any questions, find the movie on eBay. You can get a DVD from Japan, and anybody could really get it if you wanted to see it.
It didn't come out until the petition, and it's kind of sad that they had to wait until this situation got as bad as it did with the rioting and the protests and the Black Lives Matter movement becoming as big and as strong as it has been. Aunt Jemima Pancake Mix is losing their mascot. Mm-hmm. Uncle Ben's is losing their mascot. And I would not be surprised if this does not go into sports teams with the Cleveland Indians.
Do you know, I didn't know there was anything wrong with the word Dixie until today.
Oh, with the Dixie Chicks.
I didn't know there was any. I didn't know that was a.
I'm not familiar with that at all.
So
do you
the
remember
Dixie
Disney
Chicks
had Dixie Landings also?
Well,
they changed that.
yeah.
I didn't know they changed that.
And I don't know what the issue is with Dixie, but I know that the Dixie Chicks are now just the Chicks.
Which I think sounds offensive as it is to women, but I don't know.
Right, the Chicks. Right, we're just Chicks. Maybe you probably should have revamped the name 100%. Yeah.
I looked it up today, and apparently Dixie described the section and the time of the South when there was slavery. So when you say the word Dixie, you're saying the time that there were slaves in the South. I didn't know. I just can't believe I didn't know that. I just feel a little naive, like, I thought Dixie cups.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
There you go, Marcus. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Chicago Blackhawks is another one.
Yeah.
Chris says they suck anyway. Yeah, Mary, I didn't know it till today. So I'm learning. I guess we're learning.
The Blackhawks? Blackhawks are awesome. After
The
the
Chicago Blackhawks?
I think Chris is talking about the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah. They suck anyway.
They're old hens
They're
at this
old
point.
hens at this point. Too old to be chicks.
The Dixie Hens.
Chef, you're funny, man. I tell you, that's really funny. Yeah, exactly. It's hard. It's hard to talk about this though, too.
And listen, and Disney people don't like change as it is. I love Splash Mountain. My memories of Splash Mountain are my dad singing "Zippity Doo Dah" to me. But I'm not going to lose them. I can watch a video. I can listen to the song. I really do want to see what they're going to do with the ride. I really do.
I'm excited for what they can do with that.
It will be beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you notice they say the ride. They say the ride starts after the kiss, so they're not rehashing the movie. There's a whole new thing coming. So will Dr. Facilier be in there? I don't know. He's dead after the kiss.
Right, or maybe they're going to work their way into a second movie based off the ride.
Got me. I just know I need Mama Odie somewhere in the ride.
I just want a Tiana's Place restaurant. That's all I care about.
Listen,
I'm not going to ride it anyway.
They would print their own money.
Wasn't that supposed to be at that Reflections resort that they were building? There was supposed to be a Tiana's restaurant or something, but they squashed the resort.
Princess and the Frog themed restaurant. I don't think it was Tiana's Place from the movie, which is what I really would like to see a recreation.
Mm-hmm.
The Dr. Facilier. Now, John, you said you had met Dr. Facilier at Walt Disney World. Was that a villain's night?
Yes. One night was a villain's night. One was a Lost Friends day, which was years ago, like 6-7 years ago, maybe. One was just Halloween time. He's roaming around, meet and greet. And he's got he's got extra
more like
long
special events.
Special events, yeah.
I saw Dr. Facilier just walking around in Disneyland, And actually, I was trying to find a restaurant. I was supposed to meet some friends for dinner. I couldn't find his restaurant for the life of me. And I see Dr. Vasily walking towards me. I go, "Hey, you look like you're from around here." He was walking around New Orleans. I go, "I'm looking for such and such a restaurant." He goes, "Man, you are in the wrong land." He says to me, "You
That's
want to
pretty
go
cool.
to the land that's
Do you-
over that away."
Do you remember if he had long fingers? Because I remembered the long
I seem
fingers.
to recall he had long fingers. Yes.
Chris
Still
keeps
one of
anxious
those.
to
Rum
wants
is
another
always
rum.
gone. There's
It's
never
always
any
gone.
rum.
It has to be, Chris. How do we survive without rum? Yeah, put that restaurant with Tony. Oh,
Can
Mary,
you not
I
just
know.
have a really good Italian restaurant where Tony's is?
Yeah, Mary, Italian food is just not difficult. With Tony's, the problem is that they have this Buitoni connection, and they need to get their sauce from Buitoni. It's a chunky, skin rolled up sauce. Like, stop it. Let me make the sauce there. Keep your fresh pasta. We will have a very good Tony's restaurant. Trust me.
Who is this?
Dave-
Marcus. Yeah. Mark,
David left like the Target lady on SNL.
Yeah. Aisle 4. I'm going right now. Where'd you get this?
Remember that?
Yeah, Tiana's place is awesome on the Disney Wonder.
Oh, does it look like the movie Tiana's Place or not? Nothing like it.
Well, they rethemed the restaurant that was already there. But what's great is they have live entertainment. They have the jazz band playing, and Tiana's walking around, and then you get up and you dance around the restaurant with the alligator and
That's pretty cool. I do love Louis.
It's a party. It's a party and a dinner.
I do. Oh yeah, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Dr.
Yeah.
Facilier is there. I do like Louis the alligator a lot.
I don't think mountains will be in the name when they retheme it.
No,
Right.
listen.
It's
The whole
Golden
thing.
Girls.
The whole
Golden
thing is
Chicks.
culminating into a Mardi Gras. So it could be Mardi Gras Falls, maybe.
Sounds like fun to me.
Tiana's Mardi Gras. Yeah, it does sound like a lot of fun. It does.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they sold beignets before you went on? I'd go on and covered in powdered
Please
sugar.
put a
and just,
beignet cart, right?
just
or
have the
something
water
in there.
take the powdered sugar off of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do mint juleps have anything to do with the movie? Because I could see a mint julep cart too.
Absolutely.
Please. I mean, and you talked about the merchandise a little while ago, John. The merchandise in that store isn't selling right now. The merchandise for this it's going to sell.
I would buy Ray, the lightning bug, singing to Evangeline.
Right.
So let's get
I
some
mean,
people on the air. Let's see what people think about Splash
Yeah,
Mountain now that they heard
yeah.
our view.
how do we
Let's
want to
bring-
work
let's-
this?
Let's bring someone on.
You go like this. You go share screen.
Let's fight. Let's fight.
No,
Right.
we don't get share screen. Cancel.
And you
Invite.
message them the link, right?
No, just put the link right on the chat, and someone will click on it.
So I have to click share screen, and I'm going to
Hang
copy.
on, I already got it. I'm on it. I'm on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Invite.
Yeah, Mary, I will say the Epcot Italian food, Maria and Enzo's, Disney Springs rather, and Tutto Gusto, Tutto Italia, all those patina restaurants, they're really good. Pizza
Troy
Hut.
Houghton, I've never had a mint julep, and I'm dying to try one.
Okay, in the chat, now that's Disney Dads. There's a link there. If you click on that link, you'll be put into our green room.
Oh, we don't want that link.
Why not?
That's Disney Dads, not now that's Disney.
That's what you
want now
posted to.
I posted to two groups.
It
Yeah,
doesn't-
so that
it doesn't even
that's still
matter
the
which
that's
link
still the
they-
that will come to us. So if somebody clicks on that link that's in the chat, that's from now that's Disney Dads.
Mm.
It's the StreamYard link. You click on that or copy and paste it,
Oh,
and
it's
that's
the same link, right?
What's that?
Same. It's the same link no matter what.
It's
Yeah,
the same
because I
link, the same
streamed
link
it.
you sent us. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that should put them into the green room, and then from the green room we can decide whether we want to eject them or bring them on the show.
Right. Right. And depending
I
on
think that
how
makes
well
sense.
we'll boot you. Depending on how well you are.
I got to
Now,
take
do
Mary
we-
and Steve
Come up in the
Sure.
regular chat is the question.
to good Italian food.
Good Italian food. I mean, listen, John, you're from New York. We're obviously in New Jersey. I was born and raised in an Italian household, and Italian food to me, it's never going to be like my mom, so it's always very hard when you go out. But
I can't find anybody to make a decent meatball. I will tell you, Maria and Enzo's comes as close to mine as I can get.
I remember when you did that video, and you were talking about the meatballs and saying, I was like,
Pretty
If
good.
John is saying that the meatballs are good, they have to be pretty good. Yeah.
And something I've never made a rice ball in my life. I think they're too hard. The rice balls at Maria and Enzo's. Oh,
yeah.
All right, I got to leave now and go get some. My gosh, I'm hungry now.
You know what? I think I might have. I did. I don't think it came up in the chat when I.
It came up in the chat, but it was now
came
that's
up.
Disney Dads, and now that's
But
Disney Dads.
I don't think it came up in the chat for everyone to see. Just us saw it.
Hold on. Control
Yes,
C.
Mary, the arancini. Stop it, Mary. Don't start writing those nice words.
Okay, there's the chat again, or the link again.
I don't think it went. I'm gonna.
I'm looking at it. It went.
It's right here.
I see it.
But are you on your iPad or in the chat that we see?
Oh, I'm in the chat that we see.
Yeah.
Live comments. Jeff, can you see that?
Oh, you're right.
No,
you're right, Stan. I'm looking on my phone and it's not there.
Okay,
Right,
you
so
know
I'm
what?
gonna put
Why don't we just read it out for now?
Oh, hang
It's
on. I
stream-
got it.
Oh, okay.
got
He's
it.
got it. Okay.
Because they actually have to click on it to come into the.
Oh, will it be clickable, you think? Okay.
It should
Yeah, that's how they
There, I
get
got it
to.
Okay,
You know what?
I
It's
see it
not
says.
clickable, but you can copy and paste it. I think. Oh,
Do
there
you
it
see
is.
it now
Stan,
from
Stan, you did it.
Stan Solo?
There you go.
There you go. Now it worked.
Wait,
Good
they're still
job,
saying
buddy.
they don't see it.
It's there. Okay.
No, maybe it doesn't post links. Oh, there it is. Jeff sees it now. Okay.
I see
Yeah.
it on my iPad.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's right above Jeff saying nope, nothing.
We'll
Thank
see.
you,
There'll be 300 people now coming to join.
It's it.
We'll see.
Yeah.
If you want to say
No
hi to
no
John, and how much
faccia
you love his
brutes.
YouTube video,
No
No
faster
f-
brutes.
No faccia brutes. Faccia brutes, you stay.
Stan, you want a pizza with nothing? Stan, you
So
just
listen, wait. I was at an Italian restaurant, and for some reason, I asked the wrong question. I said, "Do you have garlic knots?" And I swear, do you know what the response was? David, ask me. I'm going to be the waiter. You got everything you want? Ask me if I got garlic knots. You got everything you want?
do you have everything you want garlic knots? Is that what you?
No,
you
ask
want to
ask
eat?
me if I have garlic knots. I'm the waiter.
Do you have garlic knots on the menu?
Come on. Like of course. How could we not have garlic? Come on. And he left
Like
and
you're-
brought me back like 100 garlic knots.
Like a bushel of garlic knots.
I should have never asked. Do you have garlic knots? I was very. But then in Via Napoli, I asked, "Do you have oregano for the pizza?" What? What? Not to be knowing. What?
Oregano.
Do you have oregano?
Yeah.
Hold on. Jeff came over.
Jeff has to get
you
the
s-
oregano.
You say to Jeff, what do you say to me? And they said, do you have oregano? And this went on for 10 minutes, and then they went, oh, oregano?
That's hilarious. He didn't say it correctly. How come?
Okay,
that-
we got
we have
someone in the
Santa
green room now.
Claus. Yeah, you want to bring him on? Here.
See how I
Yeah, I'll
stretch?
bring 'em
I stretch for time when we're waiting.
Donald.
Oh, Don.
Let me get a better light.
All right. Hey,
Don't blame
Welcome to
the.
my world with the light.
How are you, Don?
There we go.
Sounds like
That's much
David's family. So it's Abe Fruman, everybody. Sausage King of Chicago.
Yeah, I'm new at this televising stuff. So
We,
So are we,
you
don't
look
worry
good. You
about it.
look and sound good.
You do.
You think I'm an
all
expert?
right. So, what are we talking about first?
What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about sausage in lasagna? Do you want to talk about the Disney reservation? You tell us what you want to talk about.
Well, the reservation system, I was able to get on, and I got my 3 annual pass reservations right away. Unfortunately, I have reservations for October 24th, and my annual pass expires on the 19th of October.
Right. He's
So-
got resort reservations.
Yeah.
Right.
I have resort reservations, but I can't make plans for the simple fact that my annual pass is expired on the 19th. So now I'm been for 3 days.
Right,
Marie
exactly.
And I have been trying to get in touch with the VIP pass holder exclusive telephone number. And for 3 days, the line's been busy or all circuits are full.
Wow.
It's possible that Don thinks that we're customer service. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
So what can you guys do for me?
Press
Yeah.
press 1 to speak to a representative. Press 2.
What you need to do is you need to delete your Disney app and then reinstall it, and that should reboot it.
Right. You want to shut down your router.
Yeah. Well, we're about ready to wrap ourselves in saran wrap and go back to Disney Springs and go to customer service there.
Yeah.
Don, I do think that when you do extend your annual pass, you'll still be able to get reservations for what you want in August. Again, I'm not sure, but I think.
It's October, the October 24th.
October. I'm sorry.
The Main
When does
Street
your pass? When does your pass expire?
The 19th.
Okay, you ready for this?
So
do you know
in
that
August,
the same thing's happening to us?
Yeah.
Me and Michelle, who are in the TMSMLOL show that you're going to, same thing. We can't reserve Epcot or anywhere to be because we don't have the annual pass for that time.
Yeah.
So tomorrow opens up the period for where people can buy tickets that don't currently have tickets. I wonder if that would help annual pass holders that need to extend them. Can they do that tomorrow as well?
Since I have reservations, I was told by DVC, since I have reservations at a DVC resort, they would allow me to renew my annual pass early. I just had to call and talk to someone.
Mm-hmm. Getting through is a problem.
Oh, yeah. But I figure it's going to be that way for the next week.
Right. Yeah. It should die down after that.
Yeah. I'm talking slow because I can only talk with one hand right now.
You're holding the other hand.
Someone told me call dining and have them transfer you the tickets. They'll do it. Oh, wow. Okay, Jody. Nice.
There's a tip.
Okay, there's an idea.
Yeah.
So now, John, maybe you know the answer to this. For annual pass holders, you're allowed 3 days, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
At one time, you're allowed to make 3 park reservations.
Right. Now, after you use your first one, you could book.
You're allowed to make another one.
Another one.
Yeah.
Now, do you
you're
have
right,
to wait
Debbie.
until the next day, or can you do it as soon as you enter the park?
I don't know about that.
Don't know that one.
So
Because
after
I do know in Hong Kong, annual pass, or they call them memberships or something like that, they only get 1 day. And say you go today, you can't book again until midnight. After midnight, then you can book your next day.
Wow.
Well, so
It's available.
after you do your first 3 days, maybe after you visit for your first day, you could do an add-on.
Yeah, but I'm just
Or
wondering,
midnight
is it
that
after
night. It could be-
midnight, or is it after you scan
It
your
could be
ticket?
midnight that night. I don't know.
Right. And do we have any travel agents in our chat right now that would love to come on and help answer these questions? That would be great. Debbie, yeah, like I said, you're correct. You're right. That was my mistake. So they are for 2021. Right. So Don, tell us
Yeah,
about
you
your
can book
sausage.
2021 before you can 2020 if you don't have tickets currently.
Hold on, Don. Can you tell Marie to lower the show because we're hearing a delay of all
Marie
of us?
watching? She's not watching
Okay.
us?
She's watching us.
All right, good.
Can
Yeah, she's watching her husband. She
can
ain't
you
watching
lower the
us.
show?
Just a little bit. Because we hear the delay later on.
Yeah.
And anybody
Marie
else
we said hello.
who's out there in the chat wants to come on, click on that link that Stan shared.
Okay.
Oh, here I can probably. Oh, you know what? I did close my thing. I shouldn't have closed it
There.
because I
No.
could.
Don't close your
in a
thing.
different room. We shouldn't hear anything.
Oh,
Don went to
So-
the neighbor's house.
Steve.
Yeah. Well, the neighbor doesn't know I'm here, so quiet.
Don says he's at the neighbor's house and they don't know he's there.
So
We got Steve in our what are we calling the waiting room, or what do they call it? Like where
The green
The
room.
green room.
The green room. Yeah, before you come on stage, right? The green room.
So,
Yeah.
Don ate all the M&Ms we had in the green room.
Right. Yeah, Kim, I know. And
hey,
I thought that
for M&Ms. I'm sorry.
I thought Lisa
I
was
ate all
on
the
too.
sausage M&Ms.
Don't
The
let him in. What
sausage.
Mary, let me tell you
sausage
something. I love Steve. He's so adorable, and don't pick on him. We're letting him
We
in.
want Steve.
We want Steve.
So, before you boot me back to the green room or wherever you're gonna send me, the Song of the South,
Yes.
all the books I've read about Disney and the different specials I've seen, they begged Walt Disney not to make the movie.
Wow.
And when he
Really?
started making the movie, they begged him to no, don't do it, Walt. They were telling him, and he just wouldn't. Walt had his idea of what he wanted to do,
Right.
and it unfortunately, Babe Ruth struck out a lot of times too.
Right.
I'm actually
exactly.
surprised that there was any friction back when it was made. I thought he had full support. That's very interesting to know, actually.
They were picketing the theaters.
And that was like 1950s, right?
Yeah, from what I've read.
1953.
Of course, I'm not old enough to have been there. I've never seen the movie myself.
Yeah, me neither. You know what else? I've never seen Princess and the Frog, so I do need to watch Princess and the Frog. I know, I just blew John's mind. Kim and I have never seen it. So, John, if you're
You're gonna watch it though, right? Because you will enjoy it.
we will. Yeah, I love the music. I hear the music.
And it was
all
the
time.
last traditional animation that's absolutely beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tiana's Place, me personally, I think they should redo the boat ride down at Port Orleans Riverside.
That's a good. Yeah.
Turn that into Tiana's Place.
That
would
would
be
be,
cool.
Now you're
so
thinking.
perfect.
It does fit in with the theming there
And it would
because
sit
that
up
is
with-
New Orleans, right?
Because
The problem is they
Again,
need a big quick service, Don, and that would be probably a sit down. But if they change it into maybe a quick service,
no, why make it quick service? Why can't they do the same thing like they did with the castle and they did with Snow White?
oh, you're saying Boat Rights? Is Boat Rights the restaurant they have there?
Yeah, Boat
Yeah,
Rights
Boat
is
Rights
a cable
is-
service.
But right.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I thought he was
It's a
talking about the.
restaurant that no one goes to.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I thought you were talking
Right.
about the quick service one. You're right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
What
that's-
is the name
that's
of
a good
the
idea.
the quick service over there?
I forget.
Can't
I know. I was
remember.
trying to think of it.
The
Yeah.
big Mardi Gras thing.
And
no, the
Boat
Mardi
Rights-
Gras one is that French
Saskaluga? Is
Quarter.
that Saskaluga?
yeah.
That's
That's
yeah,
the
right.
French Quarter,
That's
though.
right.
I don't know where that came from in the recesses of my brain. I don't
It
know.
was there.
But
It
you're
was
wrong,
buried
though,
down
John. It's the
below.
French Quarter, the
Yay.
Pascagoula float works.
Sasagula.
Float
Sasagula.
works, but that's at
Hey,
French Quarter,
sounds
not at
Italian.
Riverside.
What is
Oh.
that? Sasagula and sausage over in the lasagna here.
You're in
Did
the
you
wrong,
get sausage,
wrong
John?
resort.
I'm in the wrong chat. That's my Italian chat. I have all this family that lives in Italy and England that I'm friends with on Facebook, and they talk to me in Italian. I have no idea what they're saying. We will definitely, Jeff. Yeah. The sit down is small. Okay.
It is small, yeah. And they do use the sit down for at breakfast. If the quick service restaurant is too full, you could bring your tray and go eat in the sit down part, which nobody does. You get the entire restaurant to
Right.
yourself.
Oh, nice.
And it is so crowded at Riverside in the morning with people getting their breakfast before they head to the parks. And there's big signs saying you can go to the boat rights with your tray. I go there. I'm the only one eating. There's no one else around.
Nice. Well, I think we're going to bring in Steve and say, and
Is that French? Sorry. Yeah, it's a you're in
Yeah.
the wrong
What's
park.
what's the
Wrong
one
resort.
at the other place? Is there another quick
Riverside?
service? Is there another
I'm
quick
trying to
service?
remember.
is that your real
I
name,
don't know
aka
if there
Santa
is a
Claus?
quick service at Riverside.
Well,
at Riverside.
Lewis,
I thought they shared-
he's actually got to go back to the North Pole and help the elves make the toys.
Thank you, Don.
Thanks, Don. We're gonna bring in Steve.
All right.
Love you, buddy.
All right.
Guys.
Bye, bud.
Okay. Bye-bye.
He's such a good guy. He really is.
Oh, we're both doing it. Okay.
There, Steve.
All right,
There he is.
I
Nice,
requested
Steve.
only red Skittles, and there's everything but red Skittles in the green room.
No, Steve, I told them red only. I am so
We're
sorry.
sorry, Steve. We're
Yeah,
sorry.
listen.
Who's in charge of the green room here?
That was Mary. Mary did. Mary, why did you not do the red ones for us?
I thought Mary
Because
was
I'm her
like,
husband.
yeah. Oh, that's why.
We're never going to be able to
It's
book Steve
excuse.
again after this.
We can, Adam. We can. Yes. Steve. Yeah, Steve's never going to come on live with us. How we doing, Steve?
I'm great. How about you?
Doing awesome. Doing great.
So
What? Tell us.
There it
What
is.
do you want to talk about tonight?
Mary had fun with the reservation system Monday morning.
Yeah, I bet.
She got on at 6:55, which she never gets up at 6:55 on a normal day. So she got up at 6:55 and got logged in, and promptly at 7 o'clock, the site crashed.
Mm.
And so everybody else was telling her it crashed and they couldn't get back on. So she went back to sleep and got up at 10 o'clock. You got the castle picture and then eventually a rocket picture.
And then it says Stitch ate the page, probably. Right?
Well, no, she didn't get that, but that would have been a good
No.
one.
Yeah, I usually get Stitch ate the page, and then you can see him like he's eating the page.
Oh, no.
And that's
Did you
pretty
see that
amazing.
T-Public is selling the Pink Castle T-shirts.
Already?
I can't remember what the writing was underneath it, but somebody designed it with the same pink castle that you were seeing when you're trying to book your reservations. So it was like the next day somebody had it already on T-Public.
I'm not sure
and-
anybody will buy that because nobody wants to see that picture ever again.
Mary, and yeah, Kim's saying we know Mary doesn't get up until 10. And Steve, so that's pretty shocking that Mary got up before 7, huh?
And then she was going through and making our park reservations, and everything was going great. And we got to the 4th day, and she was able to make Nevaeh and her reservation, but there was something wrong with my annual pass. So she just went ahead and made the rest of their reservations. And I figured Disney would fix it eventually, but she's like, well, we got 3 days. You can stay in the room if nothing else. But I had faith in Disney
I
to
think-
fix it.
Steve, I think I know the problem. You said she got up at 6:55,
Yeah.
and then she was on the internet at 7.
Yes.
I don't see time in between there to make coffee.
No, not at all.
So that could be the problem. I think if she had coffee, she would have done fine.
Coffee is always the big help. By the way, Kim got me some Expedition Roaster coffee for birthday and Father's Day, and it's amazing. So
Oh.
If anybody wants to order from them and they haven't yet, ask Mary. She has a link where you can get 20% off.
Oh, nice.
Once-
Yeah, that coffee
Once
is
I run
really
out,
good.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
then once she got everything made and we had an issue with my annual pass, I was on the phone all day and couldn't get through. I knew Chris Banis was on the phone at 7 o'clock, and it took her like 2 hours to get through.
It is.
But
Yeah.
I tried all day, and Mary tried to get through the chat, and it took 3 or 4 hours, and she finally got somebody that was helpful in the chat room. And
I'm going to be up at 5 a.m. tomorrow now. I'm not waiting. I'm getting up, and I'm going to plan this. Kim, after the live show tonight, we're going to sketch out on a spreadsheet. We're going to do like a park plan and how we want to attack this.
Don't you dare, David. Don't you dare.
when we book fast passes at 7 a.m., we sit across from each other with our laptops, and it's just me shouting at the computer and Kim going, "Why am I not getting the fast passes I want? We have a spreadsheet."
I've seen a Karen or two say, "No, you can't do that, Brian. We have bathroom at 3 o'clock. The kids will need the restroom at that time." Like, really?
Yeah,
You
right.
planned the time to go to the restroom? You have that on your schedule? Really?
It's on there.
Don't do it. Stop and smell the roses. Stop it.
Our favorite is sorry, Steve, go ahead. I'll tell you.
no, you go ahead.
When Kim and I always see people, and you could tell they're from out of the country where they spray their kids down with the suntan lotion spray. We were sitting by the bathrooms over by Gaston's Tavern, and this family just doused their kids with that spray and like face and all. We were cracking up. It's like, but you could tell it's on the schedule, like bathroom break, refresh suntan lotion, like spraying everybody down again so they don't get burnt.
They claim it only lasts for
Guys.
3 or 4 hours. So
Right, yeah, exactly. Fast Pass Morning is like with the dictator. I kind of am like I should have been a homicide detective.
Were you
Mary
really,
should have
David?
been an
No, I should have been.
agent.
I should have
Oh,
Yeah.
Were you really?
I thought he said I shouldn't have been. I was like, that's a great past.
I should have been.
You really should have been.
It's kind of how I am. So in my role, I work with controlled substances. I'm the controlled substance manager. I have to oversee the program. And if something goes missing when I ask people questions, it's like a homicide was actually committed.
I could picture Mary as a homicide detective.
No, she's
Mary and
better than
David.
FBI. She's
Yeah,
a detective. She can chase things down like in 2 minutes.
I could picture them going, Mary, what happened in this room? And her going, well, he obviously came in from the left door here. He went into the fridge. He drank a little bit of milk. See the whole thing. Just
Like Mr. Monk.
Right.
But the only thing I don't like about the reservation system is that you can't park hop. And with annual passes, we can park hop, and that really doesn't affect you unless you want to eat somewhere differently than where you're at.
Kim and I were cracking up. I'm sorry. They face sprayed
okay.
the baby in the face with the suntan lotion. Mary, you and I, we're going to start our own detective agency.
In your spare time.
That's me.
I started telling people that are walking down the aisle the wrong way in the grocery store, I started telling them, listen, people like you are going to cause me to start carrying spray bottles. And they look at me and they go, what? And I go, you're going the wrong way.
Spray him in the face like a cat when the cat goes to the bathroom on the road.
Exactly.
Right, exactly, yeah. When your animal doesn't listen to you, you spray them in the face.
Hey, Stan, a super soaker.
Yeah.
Yes. I need a holster.
Sounds good,
So
David.
we have Jake Thompson in the green room waiting.
All right, let's let somebody else get on.
thank you,
Alrighty.
Steve.
Steve,
Great
thank
meeting
you.
John and Dave. We'll talk to you. Well, I met you, Dave. Good meeting
Yep.
you, John.
Hey, buddy.
Absolutely.
What's going on?
Next
I gotta get you and Mary good Italian food in Disney.
Go ahead, say
Next time we come,
hi.
Hi.
Hi, Colton.
hey, Colton.
Did they hear you?
Hi.
Did they
Colton.
keep your talking
Colton.
Look what Pam-
Hi.
We're
Hi,
not sure
hi,
about
hi,
September,
hi.
John. It might be January.
No.
All right, talk to you later, Steve.
I said Colton more than a few times, and I got hi back more than a few times.
Yeah, hi.
Because I went Colton. Yeah, he was like just.
Hi. Don't make too much noise, though. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Mary. Let's do Maria. Mary, you've been to Maria and Enzo's?
I'm sure she
Hey,
has.
here comes mommy.
I like Maria and Enzo's. That's a great place. I'm trying to remember what I had. I think I had
It really
ravioli or
is.
something like that.
You do need a small business loan when you go in there, but it is worth it.
Well, I had the annual pass discount that was like 40% off or something like that. It was
That
amazing.
actually is a really that was a really good time. I hope they still have
For
that
lunch.
at some point.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
let's bring
bringing,
Jake.
We got him. Jake, what's up,
Hi.
man?
Hello, Jake.
Hi. Hi, how are
buddy.
you?
Now, John, do you know Jake at all?
Yeah.
You?
I do now. It's Jake Thompson. That's how I know now.
Jake Thompson, or
Okay.
better known as Jake the Snake Thompson.
Oh boy.
Now,
So I
Jake, do you know
Jake.
Panda at all? Do you know Panda at all?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay.
Panda, Jake
so
Panda.
Panda's Go ahead. I gotta put this on for Jake though. When
Oh.
Jake's on, you gotta wear this hat.
I got you. Yeah, so I only know Jake because I saw him on Grand Circle Tour podcast with you guys on one day.
Yes. So Jake has an amazing Muppet collection. He's a Muppet guy through and through. Now, John, did you not order a Muppet from him?
Oh yeah, that's right. I did. I didn't
that
get
was
it
you.
yet, but that was me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jake, are you thrilled of what's
Did you
coming
order
on
it?
Disney Plus?
Yeah, so that's actually, I guess, a little bit of what I wanted to talk about today for a couple minutes. So there's just so yes, I'm very excited about it, of course. It's I don't know, have all of you guys seen the trailer that they put out a few days?
I watched it 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah, so they put out the trailer for it, and basically, I guess for anyone who's watching and doesn't really know what it is, so it's it's going to be 6 10-minute episodes that they're releasing on Disney Plus on July 31st. And so the original ideas that they released for it are a little bit different from what we saw in the trailer. So I guess one of the things that it was supposed to be first is it was going to be an unscripted show, and there was going to be 3 different segments. I think one was like a cooking show, and there was a talk show announced, and there was all sorts of things in that. And so it was, I guess the main point was it's going to be unscripted. And what a lot of the Muppet fans liked about that was they liked the idea of the puppeteers having the control over their characters and what they're going to say, what they're going to do, opposed to hiring a new writer in that may not be as experienced with the Muppets and their ideas.
Please tell me they're still doing that, right? Unscripted.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure about that anymore because you look at the trailer and you see some things. One thing that really stuck out to me was the little part of the trailer with the scene where you see like Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker doing some kind of science experiment, and they show Beaker and he flies right across the studio set and right in, and there's all the special effects and everything. And so
here's what I think, Jake. Here's what I think. I think when they're talking to the celebrities, it's unscripted, but they have little pieces of recorded stuff. I hope.
Yeah, that's what I was. I'm like, there's a lot of great celebrities they have coming on. They have RuPaul and Seth Rogen and Aubrey Plaza. A lot of great celebrities, and so, anyways, what I was reading from the other Muppet fan sites and stuff. There's a great one called ToughPigs.com. It's a all Muppet fan news site, and so they made some great points. And so there's one of the things I noticed, and one of the things Disney was talking about is now where it is a little bit less unscripted kind of a thing we're looking at. There's actually a little plot to it, is that there's a storyline through all the 6 episodes, is that we're looking at Scooter, and he's trying to produce these 6 episodes to upload them to Disney's new streaming service. And so that's the storyline through all of the 6 episodes, that he's rushing, trying to work with Kermit and the other Muppets to get these 6 episodes done for Disney's streaming service. And so I thought that was actually a pretty cool idea, though. I
like that idea.
Yeah,
me too.
And there's a couple new characters in the trailer. There's like a female turkey character who's new. She actually looks a lot like the turkey that was in Muppet Family Christmas. I don't know if any of you would remember that guy. He was out on the front porch. Gonzo was trying to get him to leave.
The chef wanted to cook up, but he kept convincing him not to cook him. Then he shows him Big Bird.
Yes.
And goes, look at this bird. If you want a bird, look at this bird.
Yeah, and there's a new character, Joe the Legal Weasel, and he's this little brown weasel type guy. And so they used it, I guess Disney used it sort of as a marketing thing when they first started promoting Muppets Now back a couple of months ago. And they had him, they released this photo, and it was sort of like an official document from Kermit the Frog, and they had everything was like redacted from Joe the Legal Weasel, and he was saying how Kermit can't be saying all this stuff and releasing it. And so that's kind of how the trailer starts too. So he's a great character. He's performed by Peter Linz, who did Walter in the last 2 Muppet movies, and he's been doing Ernie on Sesame Street for the last couple of years as well.
So Jake,
what I like,
I'm sorry. Hang on, Jake. Did you make a Legal Weasel puppet yet?
Not yet.
You got to make one. That's got to be the one that has to be made.
Yeah, he's fairly simple looking.
It'd be interesting to see who makes one first. Go ahead, John.
I like that it's going back a little bit. It feels more like the old Muppet Show.
It definitely does. Yeah.
And I really can't wait for it. I like. I just saw Miss Piggy with RuPaul, and RuPaul compliments her, and she goes, "I wasn't fishing, but I'll take it." It was pretty good.
Yeah, I can see like some of the lines like that definitely being unscripted scenes and stuff. That's definitely some great place where the puppeteers could have some fun with stuff like that.
I can't wait. I didn't see Pepe. Is he? Please tell me he's coming somewhere.
I think he was in the trailer there at one
point. Was
he? Yeah, I think he's a part of the more game show segment of the original idea that they had.
Okay.
Jake,
yes.
How do you get into something like the Muppets like this?
Yeah,
I mean, you're really engrossed in it, right? So how does this start for you?
So it started before I was born. I believe my parents had gone to Disney World and they had bought this Fozzie Bear plush toy. And so when I was born, I had it, and they were sort of like, oh, he has this and he seems to like it. Why don't we just put on the Muppet Show? So they started playing like the original season 1 of the Muppet Show. Excuse me. And
I watch it.
I watched it so much, and so I watched all of season 2, all of season 3, and that kind of
Wow.
thing, and so it just grew from there. And he's in pretty hard shape, but this is my second Muppet toy I got. This is my old Kermit the Frog
Oh wow.
plush toy.
That is awesome.
He's
Yeah.
in pretty
Is that
hard
a
shape
Fisher
now.
Price
You can
one?
see-
It's in really good shape.
I think this is I don't think this is a Fisher Price one. I think this was actually one that they bought at Disney as well.
Wow.
So it's not
Okay.
It's not very old. It's just really worn from me playing with it when I was younger and that type of thing.
Jake, I want to ask you, being a Muppets fan, if you're like me, because I'm a Muppets fan, do you also like Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas?
That's a good movie.
I'm
Yes,
glad
I
you
love that.
like Fraggle Rock too, because I used to love
Yeah.
that.
Fraggle Rock was awesome.
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
like the new Fraggle Rock stuff.
Okay,
I haven't
yeah.
seen it.
So the new Fraggle Rock, Apple TV did it with the Jim Henson Company, and really, what it was is I don't know if they had started developing it before COVID-19, because the puppeteers shot all the episodes from their individual homes with green screen.
On green
They were
screen,
shooting puppets.
Yeah.
And there's only, I think it's only the one original puppeteer left, who is Dave Goles doing Boober Fraggle, who of course is also Gonzo and Zoot with the Muppets. But basically, if you didn't see it, what they did was they had all the Fraggles, and they had these things called doozer tubes, and it was basically they were all on a big Zoom call, all the Fraggles, and there were celebrity guests and stuff, and they were all contacted with these doozer tubes, and but after those, I think it was 6 episodes, Apple TV ordered a full reboot of Fraggle Rock, so they're going to do the full thing with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, they ordered a full reboot, and I guess they're going to do it with the Jim Henson Company and whatever, and the same group of puppeteers, but it's going to
Okay,
be a
I'm
full
happy.
reboot shot on set with a regular.
And my last question, Jake, is
Yeah.
Dark Crystal.
Mhm.
Do you love it like I do?
I do like it.
Okay.
I actually prefer Labyrinth.
Okay.
It's
Fair enough.
yeah.
I like
one of
that
the
too.
things- yeah.
I remember being a kid in the theater seeing the original Dark Crystal and being
Right.
just wowed. So I loved
Yeah.
what I saw
The
on Netflix.
puppets are amazing, and
I really want a
the
season
sketch
2.
season. Yeah,
I hope a season 2 is coming.
yeah. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it was meant to be because it was sort of a prequel kind of thing in some ways. If they did it, they probably like what happens after the Dark Crystal movie.
That's okay. I'm good with that.
But it's definitely a lot of Muppet fans and Henson fans were upset about it when they got the idea that they probably weren't going to get a season 2.
What's the favorite line from Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas? Is it that's a
Ain't no hole in the wash tub?
the one? No, whether that's a jug band. That's not a something. That's a jug band. When they were in the tree. I remember that as a kid.
You should watch that with Colton if you haven't for Christmas. 'cause
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
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 definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
there's
Jake,
a-
Splash Mountain,
Yeah,
you like me, and you should really just make it a Muppet attraction instead of Princess and the Frog.
I think
That
you
would
and
be-
Jake should do the petition.
yeah. That
Yeah,
would be
we'll start the
pretty cool.
petition.
There's a lot
Okay.
of stuff you could do with it.
Let me plant a little idea that I don't think is going to happen, but could you imagine if the Imagination Pavilion at Epcot became a complete Muppet Chaos attraction with a trackless ride vehicle, kind of like Mystic Manor? It would be the most amazing thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They should just make a Muppet Park already and be done with it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
they're
there's
already at Hollywood Studios with the Muppet Theater.
Mhm.
They kind of have it at Liberty Square at Magic Kingdom. They have the mobile science lab at Epcot, and then Animal Kingdom is named after one of the most popular Muppets there is, Animal. So they're already in every park.
Ah!
Okay, Okay, we got it. We got someone else.
Thank you, Jake.
Yes, see ya.
Hey, have a good day, Jake. Thank you for calling in.
No
Send
problem.
my puppet. Send me my puppet.
Yeah, hey,
He's
did
on
you
the way.
mail it yet?
Yes, he's on the way. He's been on the way
Okay,
for a while
shipping
now.
from Canada is insane.
Yeah.
By the way,
That's what
Jake
it
is
is.
another fellow Canadian. Yeah, shipping from Canada is ridiculous.
I'll make sure
Especially
he
from
said-
the coast.
I'll send Stan a video of him saying hello when he gets here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Jake, where do people buy your puppets from?
Yeah, my face. You can look me up on Facebook. My personal page, Jake Thompson, or my page for my my puppet shows and all that stuff is called NL Now Productions.
There you go. Perfect.
All right, thanks for
Okay,
having me
have a
on.
good day, Jake.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Jake.
What an amazing young kid.
Right?
Okay.
I love that as young as he is, he's got all this nostalgia going.
The history that he has in his head about stuff that when I was a kid.
Right? That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. And
Hey,
I
who
don't,
we-
you know what? Okay, so this new Muppet show that's coming on, he says 10 minutes. I didn't realize that was going to be 10-minute episodes only, and only 6 of them.
I wish they were
Yeah.
a lot longer.
That's
I know.
disappointing.
I know.
I'm kind of disappointed about that. Why do they not have? This is the concept. Give the Muppets an old beat-up theater, a half-hour show, variety program. Every week you have a different celebrity guest star.
This
Done.
could be a test for that to see how many downloads this gets and how popular it is. This could be a test for it.
Right.
I hope so. If
give
you
them
see
the
me looking down
theater.
here, I'm just finishing something on my iPad that I have to give. real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right.
All right, let's bring on our next guest. I will not be introducing
got
our
it
next
there.
guest. I'll let John introduce it, or David, because I cannot get his name right.
Oh, this is so easy. Jeff.
It's Luigi.
It's Jeff.
Jeff Molten. It's Jeff Molten Lava.
Hey, Molten Lava Cake over here now.
Oh man,
Jeff Malaterno. How are you?
there you go. There you go. I'm
Oh,
doing
it sounded
good.
like it's like you said Mama Turno.
Malaterno is over here.
That works.
That would be a good. That's a good character. We should come up with a Mama Turno.
Mama
Yeah,
Turner.
he can hang out with the
She
gondola.
comes out with the Monogots. Mama Turno.
Oh my God.
I could see a movie. I could see a movie
Yeah.
in that. You're the big thinker, John. You got all the ideas.
He's the brains behind this production.
So how are you guys tonight? It's been an
Good, Jeff.
interesting
How are
night.
you?
I'll be right there.
I've been doing a lot of yard work today. I'm a little tired, but finished the night off with a nice Italian sausage sandwich with the peppers, and the
Nice.
onions, and the
You
sauce.
and Don.
Nice.
What did you grill the sausage?
No, unfortunately, we just it was a takeout from a
Oh, nice.
local restaurant, which does a great job, by the way. They're
Now I'm getting hungry.
good people, and they're Italian, so
Not yeah. Well,
it works.
good.
There's
Now
a
you.
Facebook user says he's never heard of this guy Jeff.
That's Luis Ramos, and he hasn't given permission to StreamYard for us to see his face.
He tries every week. He tries, and StreamYard says no. You do not have
It says
permission.
you can't come in, Luis.
They do
Right.
not give it to him.
So he's just Facebook user.
Lewis
please-
is good. I
He's
like
a great guy, Luis. Please tell me you got your pool, like some progress here.
No, here's the
No.
deal. I should take a picture and send it to you, but
Yeah, I need to see this.
yeah, we the pool liner. I had this whole project worked out. I had a new pool liner I bought, had a new pump and everything ready to go. I start to take all the bolts and stuff off of all the little, the railing that basically goes around on an above ground pool.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we have this really, really cool deck that was put up. We had the pool put up, and then within a few months, this deck was put up. And the guy did an awesome job. This thing is so solid. And it's almost 20 years old now. It was vinyl, all this stuff. And but he put it in such a way that the part, like about a third of the pool, is overlapped by the deck. The deck is actually sitting about this high
Oh, okay.
above those rails. So you can't get a screwdriver down
Right.
to take the rails off. So I can't get to
Get it off
flap
right. Yeah.
that I need to do to get the pool liner off. So I got like about 5 panels that I can't do anything with. So I'm working on
Wow.
plan B and plan C right now. So I've got, but we are raising a ton of tadpoles in our pool right now. In the bottom, about an inch or two
Yeah,
of
I
water.
bet.
at the bottom of the pool with algae and stuff. Looks really good. It's a good science experiment.
I've seen a picture of it, and so our pool we've had for a couple of years. We live next door to a young couple, and the guy that lives next door to us is a police officer in our township. And he was so mad because I've never seen somebody open a pool and have it so crystal clear. He's like, never in my family's history did we ever see that. And we've opened it the past couple of years, crystal clear. And then you sent a picture of your pool. And it scared us.
It is very, very scary. It's very scary. Yes. Yeah, it's turning
Looks like the
green
jungle
to
cruise.
red to orange, all kind of colors now. Yeah, hey Stan, that's this is a great idea, having people come on live on StreamYard.
This is show about nothing.
Your
Post
viewers
the
come
link
on
in the
live.
chat.
Where did you get such a great idea? I mean, this sounds like
Marcus
something.
Molitorno.
It comes out of desperation, is really.
Where is Marcus?
Marcus he's in the family room right now. So
Okay.
yeah,
I know how much he
Jake
disliked-
appreciated the elders. Marcus does not.
No, Marcus does not like us at all.
no,
I love Marcus. He's a good kid, but he doesn't like Stan. That's what are you gonna do?
Good night, Chris.
My wife is standing over here laughing right now.
Can you get right down to it?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
when you get down to it,
Hold
Where is he?
on. Hold on.
there he is. What's up, buddy?
See,
You're
Stan,
all
look,
blooded up by the-
Stan, look away so
Oh.
he can smile.
Oh, I can.
Maybe I just need to remove myself from the picture.
What are you
completely.
reading? What are you reading? Oh, look what Marcus is reading right now. Here, look at this.
I didn't even know there were books. So there were books based on
Oh,
it
wow.
before.
Oh, yeah, that's
before.
where we're going to do
Okay.
I thought the movie was the original.
No,
I did not
right.
know that.
No, this is
Okay.
from the
No, no.
1800s. This is 1880
Well,
or
this book is not
1870.
from the
Well, yeah, but the Uncle Remus stories go back to the 18.
John has
Sure.
lost all right to speak on this matter.
I absolutely have, Marcus. Marcus, I'm going to buy that book now.
Okay.
Can I
so
say-
Now,
first
look at
of all-
I'm being crowded here. Look at
First
this.
of all,
You got pushed out, Jeff.
We're on the TV.
I'm just leaving. It's just like a normal show on a Monday night. Everything just goes completely off the rails.
How come I feel like there's 4 other family members that are going to come behind them soon. No, Marcus, can I get that on Amazon?
do you,
Where'd you get the book?
I think maybe David, John, and I.
Oh,
should
the Uncle Remus Museum.
It says right in there, Uncle Remus Museum,
There you go.
Eatonton,
Eatonton,
Georgia.
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 Yeah,
Wow.
So
didn't know that.
on Monday night,
Oh, look at
we
you.
will be talking about the true stories of where the Uncle Remus developed, how it came to be. And
You lost all rights to your show.
and you guys can hear the history of it. And, then you can all make a decision whether you would still feel like they should get rid of Splash Mountain. I personally,
We're a little passionate about it. If you didn't figure that out, but we're not going to get into it tonight. But yeah,
But that's good to be passionate about it, and a lot of people are.
I think there's a lot of misunderstanding out there, and that's what we're going to try
Well,
and
listen,
talk about.
the truth
Right.
is there is, but the perception is worse than the
that's-
reality.
But yeah, and that's a problem. I mean, unfortunately, that saddens me. It really does because of the perception, we're doing something that, in my opinion, should be thought about a little bit more before we just wipe out.
But do you
All of
think
this.
Disney is going to take their time to let's reteach everyone the perception? They're not going to do that.
I get it.
no, they
Yeah.
probably needed to do that 20
Yeah.
years
Years ago. Thank you,
And
exactly.
had they had the books and maybe
And not
even-
hide behind the movie.
Yes.
Not hide it.
Right. Yeah. So I think you're absolutely right, John. It's a perception issue, and yeah, we're going to talk about it in a lot of detail. Obviously, we don't have time to do that tonight.
I think
Let's
that's a
talk for half
great
hour.
idea, though. Yeah, no, that's a good idea for a show.
Since I use so much Disney to teach,
Mhm.
even the Pirates of the Caribbean, they would have been selling women as auctioning them off.
Right, yeah.
And by removing that, we basically make pirates seem like they were almost good people.
Right, exactly, right. Like they just sat around drinking rum and singing cool songs. Right?
They stole everyone's thing.
Okay, now I just want to. I'm going to put this out there.
Yeah.
If, let's say, Disney World was in Germany, and there was a Nazi attraction, would you want to keep that up, or go? It's the people liked being in slave camps. In camp, they were happy about it.
It's a little.
So this attraction is fine.
Yeah.
Do you know where
It
the
doesn't
stories
work that
came
way.
from? Do you know where the stories of Uncle Remus came from?
Well, from the book,
I do not.
I do not know.
So you guys have no right to speak on this matter, then?
Not on the book.
A little salty.
No.
Yeah.
No, they were basically stories told by the black slaves back in their day that passed down to the next generation, then to the next generation, then to the next generation, until after slavery was abolished. And then the person who wrote the Uncle Remus, the book, collected the stories from a number.
Yeah, it actually says in here that it was collected from a certain number of books.
Yeah, so he basically
wrote.
he collected a bunch of the black folk tales that were being told and passed down from generation to generation, and you'll be surprised at what it's an allegory. The story of Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, Brer Bear, it's an allegory, and you need to dig deep and find out what that allegory was all about, and you need to find out the fact that Uncle Remus, and we're talking, this is way back, 1870s we're talking about. Right. Uncle Remus was basically a fatherly / grandfatherly character or person to these white kids.
Well, no, to the author of the book.
To the author of the book. And then he basically wrote the book with Uncle Remus being the father / grandfather figure to these kids. Which, I mean, even by our standards, even 40 years ago, back in the 60s or so, that would have been unheard of. And they were way ahead of their time trying to bring unity and trying to bring, whites and blacks together.
How does, I have a question. How does, are you guys going to talk about, or do you know about the history, or does the book talk about the history? How does Walt Disney get involved in this?
Oh, we're going to have to research that.
We'll do a little more research on it. This whole concept of doing a show like this on Monday just literally formed in about the last 20 minutes.
So, I'll try to be there Monday to
start talking.
Right, yeah. Right. And I would like to know how
get that Uncle Remus book we saw.
Because,
what happened with Mary Poppins? Walt became interested in a book, marked down what was interesting, and made a movie.
Yeah, and that's probably what happened here. Uncle Walt, probably read the book, read the Uncle Remus tales and fables, and said this.
And became very interested in it, right? I mean, we know how Walt became very passionate about a lot of things, like floats and everything in New Orleans. I mean, he had a passion for a lot of different things that you see in his parks, right?
Right. And we're not trying to argue with anyone tonight. I just
right.
We're just passionate about it because we feel like, slavery's bad. We get that. We understand that. What's happening in our world today needs to change. We get that. But I feel like this is taking a step backwards because we are wiping out. We're, and like John said, there's a perception out there. That perception's not right, and I think it needs to be taught.
Right.
These lessons need to be taught and continued to move forward so that we don't repeat mistakes that were made, 100, 200 years ago.
Yeah, one of the greatest things I heard recently.
And a movie like Song of the South it isn't portraying it in a reality.
I think if it was in Epcot, maybe we could try to teach the lesson. But Magic Kingdom is not the place to teach this lesson. Yeah. But I agree, it needs to be taught.
Yeah.
But we do need to.
If you want to watch a movie about the history of slavery, watch Roots.
Yeah, it's and I'm telling you, it's my favorite attraction. My Dad sang "Zippity Doo Dah" to me and showed me
Right.
"Song of the South" as a kid. I have memories galore with this ride. I don't
Yeah,
want to see
yeah.
it go,
Which
but I get it.
Yeah.
I think my idea of the fifth park, which is all the closed attractions, would
Oh,
be perfect.
please, Horizons, yeah, with it, yeah.
Oh, Horizons, my goodness.
20,000 leagues.
20,000 leagues, yeah.
Except better.
Yeah, with a little, bring it up to date a little, modernize it, but yeah, give it a little more zing. But
The
yeah.
original Imagination Pavilion.
Oh,
What
don't get me started, John. Don't get me
The
started.
World of Motion.
Oh,
a couple of weeks ago, I was listening to.
Can I do this?
yeah, go ahead. She's going to do her imitation here. Hold on.
You're breaking my heart.
I've seen that one before. That's a good imitation. I think that a lot of times white people feel that it's uncomfortable for them to talk about matters that have to deal with people that are not white, about black people, African Americans.
Yeah,
And a couple of weeks ago, right, exactly. A couple of weeks ago, I was driving to work and I was listening to ESPN radio, and I think it was Marcus Spears was on with the host, and he said, "Don't stop talking. Talk. We want you to talk. We want you to keep conversation going. We want you to ask questions. Don't feel awkward." And a lot of the times, people that aren't associated with what's happening in the world feel kind of uncomfortable talking, and you have to. Again, it goes back to where we started talking over an hour ago. Step out of your shoes, out of your comfort zone, and talk about something that's uncomfortable and learn about it. So, and I'm on it. So, I mean, I haven't seen the movie. I don't really know much about the history of the movie or the ride. I've never seen Princess and the Frog. I'm just trying to step out of my comfort zone and understand what it's like to be somebody else who is uncomfortable about something that bothers them, right? So,
yeah, and we got to keep the conversation going. We do.
Yeah, right.
Next week, we'll talk about religion.
And then politics. How's that?
Right, yeah. They're always
I'm
very
going to
tough
pop off
subjects.
and let Mary come in. Mary's in the green room.
Okay.
Jeff, you can stay on. I'm just going to pop off. We can bring Mary on, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Hi,
Mary.
Mary!
Mary.
Hello.
I like
had to
your
get
hair.
on here,
Mary.
I
Mary,
didn't cut my hair, so this is not done.
You look great.
seeing Mary and Patty at the same time. This is great.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about politics or religion.
Good.
Disney's not that to me. I don't want to.
No.
You know, I forget all that when I go to Disney. Like I just forget everything. I don't literally, like, when we're there, I don't talk to anybody on the phone. I don't, like, Steve's in charge of calling my dad at home and checking on him. Like, unless something's you really need me, I'd like to not think about that kind of
It's
stuff.
your sanctuary.
The Disney
Yes.
bubble. It's the
It
Disney
is a bubble, right?
Yep.
We love it. We talk
Exactly.
about it all the time.
Well, okay, that brings me up to I don't like being in the Magic Kingdom and hearing regular pop music. He created this whole lagoon for us to escape and like make this mecca to this other world, and then I go in there and I have to hear pump up the jam, pump it. Really? So, and they've been doing that a lot. I need that to stop. If I had shears on me, I'd cut the cable.
Cut the cord.
So.
Hashtag cut the cord.
Oh my god.
Mary, I wanted to ask you: have you been to Maria and Enzo's?
No, I have not.
Okay, good.
We'll
Okay,
have
good.
to go.
Good. Okay.
We'll have
Because
to
Stan told me you definitely went. Jeff, have you been to
No.
Maria and Enzo's?
We have not had the opportunity,
Okay,
unfortunately.
we have to go. We should all go.
We should go. I would love that.
Oh, we're planning a group trip now?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well,
that's
yeah,
what
after this,
we're doing right now.
after we're out of jail. Yeah.
Well, you know, we've actually been, because we don't have any actual Disney trips planned, unfortunately, for a while.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, we've talked about literally driving down from Ohio, spending maybe a couple of days, and then coming back. It's an 18 to 20-hour drive, but what we were talking about was not even necessarily going into Disney World itself, but maybe just hitting some of the, the resorts, maybe catching dinner at one of the resorts, do Disney Springs, and
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Fun.
Do you have? Are you an annual pass holder?
We used to be. We used to be. Unfortunately, we're not now.
No, that
And
makes
can
sense.
you
Not
get
to
on-
do
May
that.
not be the year to have one.
Yeah,
You
can
ain't
you get
kidding.
onto the property without a reservation right now to a resort?
I think with a dining. I think.
It's a dining resort only.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could make some dining reservations and head out there. Okay, cool.
But I don't know if you can make a dining unless you're unless you're staying. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's a good question. We'll check it out. And see
Yeah.
if we can make a dining reservation without a resort.
Anytime I
stay.
try to jump on, I just get the little picture with the.
Oh, I got on.
Oh.
I did. I got on one day, and it was okay.
I think it's better now, but
Yeah.
it wasn't in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that it's really cool to do a resort only stay. Hi, honey.
Mary, you have an admirer apparently.
Apparently, I think it's Lewis. He just likes giving me
You
a
have to
hard
go
time.
into the. You have to go
Hello,
in the green
Kim.
room
Why do I have to go in the green room when I'm right here?
because
She's in the. She don't need the
Yeah.
green room. She's got the big room.
well, you're in. This is what we call the
Right.
awesome room.
I'm gonna go in the green room.
Yeah, because I can't. I only have headphones. I mean, this right here, that's the green room down below. But
Oh,
this
wow.
here, the presence of this whole being is the awesome room.
Oh,
Just,
Oh.
yeah, just
I feel like a failure. I'm a failure. Because I haven't read to Nevaeh in a long time.
Yeah, my wife has been doing, well, not the last couple of weeks, but my wife had been doing these reading days, like around 10 in the morning or something, 11. It's
11. Not too early now, Jeff. Not too early.
yeah, that's a little early for Mary, by the way.
But she was like reading books, and Nevaeh was, listening and watching along as she was reading books online. So that was a lot of fun.
She's so cute, Mary.
Oh,
yeah. I love seeing pictures of Nevaeh.
I got her at a store today, so that's good.
I saw, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Little steps. It's,
But so-
yeah.
Little steps, but I'm not going back to the grocery store. There's errors get on my nerves, and nobody follows the directions. I had to go get some medicine. So I'm
No
like, well,
one.
just let it
I
go
think.
in order.
I think they go the opposite way on purpose.
Here, I'm going to wear my
I'm
mask
like,
like
look
this. I'll wear my mask with my nose hanging open there. There we go.
Yeah.
Under the chin is the best. The people wearing the mask under the chin. Don't put one on there. Just don't do
But I
it.
mean, they're making announcements.
Wait, did
there's
you-
big things on the floor? I'm like, what is wrong? Like, it's not that, and there's not that many people in the store, so it wasn't like it was packed, and they still give directions. I'm like,
Did you see in Target they're selling the masks and there's a little mirror there?
now I saw somebody posted that they obviously put them on the sunglass thing. At my Target, they are in sealed packages.
That mirror
of
has to
two.
go away. Why are you telling me to try them on in the mirror? Oh no, I don't like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put it back.
No, I know.
It doesn't
I know.
look right. They don't look right. Yeah.
You get some COVID, and you get some COVID, and you get some.
Everybody gets COVID.
They are not cleaning the buggies. Like in Ohio, they're supposed to be cleaning the shopping carts. They
You
are
have
not
to clean it. You have to do it yourself. I'm telling you, you never know. Publix out here, we have Publix grocery stores. They really are doing a pretty good job, from what I can see.
Yeah.
They're rubbing
They
everything.
clean them here.
TJ Maxx, yeah.
They clean the shopping cart and they clean when we went up to the register, they clean the counter off after every customer. So
Wow.
Yeah, that's how the farm
I
I
heard
go
today
to. They
that
clean
when
all the
Disney
carts and everything.
Oh, and that local restaurant I was talking about where I got the sausage sandwich from, you hand them your credit card, they wipe your card before they hand it back to you. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. They should. I wish Walgreens would do that.
Yep.
what is this,
So-
Mary? If she starts driving her car at 65 miles per hour?
Yeah, that's about how long it takes
Stan,
us to
can
get
you
to
hear us?
Disney.
And if you can
know.
you please send the link out so Kim can join in?
I picture
I
Kim
can
opening doors in the house. Where is it?
I am going to go because, I turned into.
Yeah, I think
So, Panda, when did you make your first days at the park?
I don't even remember. I just picked
Oh.
days end of July and August because I'll go on those days, but I don't even remember what I picked. I just know I didn't want it to be too soon.
Excuse
Are
me.
you going to go to the pass holder preview?
I got to do this real quick. I'm thirsty. Gas
Oh.
on.
I am sorry. I am sorry. He is just beyond help. Okay, so I would go if Disney opened tomorrow. I would go I wouldn't go the opening day. I'd go 2 or 3 days later. here's the thing. I think Disney is will be cleaner and safer than
I think so.
like Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, have you been to Walmart? Not me. I won't go in that place.
That's the right link, Stan. Yeah, Kim, click the link.
My dad has glasses
Stan
at Walmart
put
that
out.
have been there since before all this, and I'm wondering if they're still going to. I mean, he's like, I'm not going to Walmart to get my glasses. He just can't see. I mean, so now I got two people that can't see in the house. It's kind of a mess.
Yeah, I think a month later I would be nervous about going. Then it might not be as clean. And people still tend to gather naturally. Like even at Universal Studios, I saw they want to be in a group, and I guess it's
You're going
a
to
good
congregate
thing.
to what makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah, but I think if I have the mask on, I feel safer. I'm okay with it. But apparently in Florida, we're doing something wrong. I don't know what, but we're doing something wrong.
Well, I was looking statistically. I mean, you've done in the past 2-3 days so many more tests than you were before. And so you are going to find more positive tests. I mean, it's like they went from doing 50,000 tests a day to 80,000 tests a day.
Okay, I checked and it didn't change in the past week, but yeah, I may be wrong. I have to check
Okay.
that. But what I'm hoping, and I will know in a week and a half from now if the deaths go up, then we'll know.
Yeah. That's the real statistic. Unfortunately,
I'm hoping that
gotta
doesn't
watch.
happen.
Yeah.
No, so Stan is asking, does everyone think WDW is going to open on time?
I think it matters on the numbers for
don't think
hospitalizations
so.
and deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, when the White House did their thing on Friday and Dr. Brooks got up there, and I just try to listen to straight stuff, not media stuff, because, but she had Orlando in like the top 4. So I don't know.
Hi, honey.
Hi, Kim.
Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
Kim.
I think we're
Kim
going
found
to.
the green room.
Yeah, she's in there. I think we're going to let Jeff and Patty go.
Yeah.
And then
Jeff and Patty, very nice seeing you guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
Tell
you know,
Marcus we said hello.
We
I'm going to try to
definitely
be there Monday.
What's
Right.
that?
I'm trying to be there Monday.
Okay.
I will be there.
Hey, we would love to join you guys for dinner. Hopefully, we can arrange.
We will
something
do that.
coming up in the next month or few months. Who
Yeah.
knows what?
That'd
Anyway,
be awesome.
thanks for having us, guys.
Thanks, guys. Tell Marcus and Jack we said hi.
Oh, we'll do.
All right.
Take care.
All right, bye.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Hi. How are you?
Hey.
Hey. Hey, girl.
Sorry about that. Come on, Gigi.
Stan.
Come on up.
You're back.
There's Stan.
You're back.
Stan's
I'm
back.
still snacking.
Stop eating. All right. You want me to remove you again?
Okay, hang on, I gotta fix my color.
He's eating all the
Yeah, you
red
look good.
Skittles.
Yeah. What are you eating?
I feel like building a wall again. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
on here.
And Kim, you're hiding in Colton's bedroom. I see.
Yeah, I'm trying to be.
Good.
I'm trying to be somewhere quiet. Except Gigi
Okay,
just
good.
came in.
In our house, it's not very quiet.
No,
You look really good, by the way.
come here, Gigi. Really?
Kim
Thanks.
always
Hey.
looks good.
Yes, your
I
hair is
just-
amazing right now.
You know what, Walter? I try to take care of it.
I showered. That's it.
I showered.
That's it. I showered. Like
Good.
an
I'm
hour
glad.
ago.
Good.
So I wanted to touch on. I liked the Moliterno's view on everything. I think it's interesting that they really are taking the time to look into the actual movie and the book and the depictions of it. And I thank them for that. And I just wanted to say that I think it's really important. John had Elantris on, right, John?
Yes.
Elantris. Yeah.
And she said something that stuck out to me that was just really powerful. She said, every little girl wants to see a princess that looks like them. And this is true. I don't even have a little girl, but I know that like when I go, I still connect with Tinkerbell or Rapunzel. They're blonde and blue-eyed or green-eyed. But I mean, and I just think that if that little girl is there on that ride and she says, just say she's on Splash Mountain and she says, hey, Mommy, what's this from? And I know that probably won't happen, but if it did and she looked at it, would she want to have that experience in Disney to learn about that history in Disney? Or would she want to
Right. I agree. Like I don't doubt those stories came.
Say, well, look at where Tiana went with her life. And I think that little Black girls or African American girls deserve that they don't have a lot of that in Disney. We have a lot more white girls.
Donald!
And I think it's nice.
Kim's the rich one. She has
no. Don, I asked myself the same thing. How did David do it? I have no idea.
Really?
You guys are embarrassing me. Stop.
Kim, I was going to say, I don't doubt that those stories of Uncle Remus actually came from a really good place. I don't doubt that at all.
I do too. And I
You
think
just,
that
Magic Kingdom isn't the place to explain it.
That is exactly it. And I think it's very important that everybody knows that history. We can't erase history. Absolutely not. That's the dumbest thing in the world. We all should know. We have to learn from history.
You have to learn from
the
history.
time.
Learn from your mistakes.
But
Learn from history.
Disney, if I had a little girl, if I adopted a little girl, she was black, she was Spanish, I would want her to have somebody to be like, I don't want that little girl to have to go there and see every princess blonde haired or looking like Bella.
Well, who was the princess that they brought a couple of years ago? Didn't they bring a Latino?
Elena of Avalor,
Yeah, Elena.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Right. So
I mean, listen, I got my prince. I have Baymax. I have Baymax.
I'm still waiting for a bald prince, by the way. It's not happening, right? Is there one?
Yeah, so that's just my take on it. I just think, everybody should
think
about the kids, think about the children that pertains to, and maybe just get over the whole, oh my God, it's Splash Mountain, it's part of, Disney history. All right, so there's a lot. I don't see 20,000 Leagues anymore, like when I was little. I don't see Mr. Toads. I loved it when I was little. I have so many, memories of me and my brother loving Mr. Toads. And it's gone. I mean,
what's really cool about tonight, though, is with Marcus being a young person as well as Jake, the fact that the two of them have a lot of history that they take the time to learn about.
Really good. That's a good thing.
Right. Yeah. So Marcus is actually taking the time to read that book and learn about it, and that's good parenting.
It's amazing.
And that's
absolutely.
Yeah. They're great. And parents. Jake, like how old is Jake, Stan? Is he like 17 or
15?
15.
He comes across and he holds himself like somebody in their 30s, and Marcus as well. They have this way about them, which is really nice to see because they're willing to take the time to learn about something that happened a while ago, right? And that's important. That's history.
And Jeff, you're welcome, and thank you for your point of view. I really did enjoy it and appreciate it.
Yeah.
And Jake is a great kid.
Donald said King Candy is. Yeah, you're right, Donald. He is.
Oh,
King Candy.
Have some candy.
John, did you ever see The Last Unicorn? Because you guys were talking about Dark Crystal and some of those. Oh, okay.
What's The Last Unicorn? It sounds familiar, but I don't think I saw it.
It's animated and it's not. It was. Who was in it?
I think you kind of have to drop acid to understand that movie.
No, you don't. The girl.
It's pretty much like Pink Floyd's The Wall, a little bit.
That movie is so good.
You try to show it to me one night, and I'm like, "This is trippy."
You hated it.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
Let me tell you a story. Bring me into the green room. I have a story because when I first met Kim, my first time at her apartment, she read "Where the Wild Things Are" to me. I'll never forget that.
I loved it.
Great book. Yeah, it was great. She had it on her shelf, and she read "Where the Wild Things Are."
I think that movie was pretty good too.
That movie was done very well. Yeah,
what
I did like
movie?
We went to see it, you and I.
She forgot.
She forgot. That was me.
No, Where the Wild Things isn't a movie.
Yeah, honey, we went to see it at in the who babysat Franny or your mom?
She might have went with David Spade to see that.
It was David Spade. Right? James Gandolfini played the one wild thing.
That's right. I forgot about that.
We went to see it. It was really well done.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was the Henson Company involved with those puppets. I think maybe.
I believe they were. Jake, if you're still in the chat, you might know.
Yeah, Jake, let us know.
Were they?
I think so. They looked great. They were huge puppets. I mean, they were animatronic robot puppets, whatever. They were great.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Well,
what else you guys, you got for us?
We never talked about stars that we met in Disney.
Tell us.
We only met Maury Povich.
No, he was at an airport. That's hilarious. I love the beard. It's the best part.
I forgot who put that. Somebody put that together. It was too funny.
That was Scott Atwood, wasn't it?
Scott Atwood did that. Yes.
Yeah.
I love John's expression looking at it. Never mind.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And the beard on the tiny little shirt. I had an Uncle Joe, and he never had shirts that fit him, and that's exactly what it looked like.
Poor Uncle Joe. Oh.
Uncle Joe, poor Uncle Joe. God rest his soul. Kim, we met several. When you talk about vlogging, we met Tim Tracker. I totally fangirled on that one. That was my problem.
David
it was at
Tim Tracker on the monorail. It was so.
It was out of
embarrassing.
control.
We were on the
It
monorail,
was.
and he was on the monorail before us, and he's like, "Kim, it's Tim Tracker," and this was a long time ago. So
This was years ago. Yeah,
I was like, "Who cares, Tim Tracker? Who?"
I care.
So then we get off,
Screaming.
and David comes running off. Tim, and he was really very nice. And then that same week, we met Lou. And
we met Lou Mangello at the Polynesian on the lawn. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We didn't meet Panda.
No, we haven't met Panda yet.
That weekend. Where were you, Panda?
I haven't seen him.
I don't know. What weekend was it?
This was a couple
This
years
was
ago.
like 5 years ago.
Where were you a couple years ago on the weekend?
Come on, Panda. Why weren't you in our?
Why do you want to know?
I did. I totally fangirled on Tim Tracker, and he was vlogging too, by the way. And I probably messed up his vlog and screamed, Tim!
Jen had to edit.
Yeah, poor Jen had to edit me out of it.
When? Where? I'm coming. Whoever Facebook user is.
That's Lewis.
It's Lewis.
Oh, Kim, Jeff Malagiano. Yeah, they want to hear about Spade.
No, I told Panda this story.
No, wait, I have a question. Is Jake Thompson connected to Jeff Malaterno at all? Okay, because I saw he said, Jack and Marcus. Jack must be Marcus's brother.
Son.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jack is Marcus's brother, yeah.
Marcus's brother. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking Jack, and I messed it up.
Yeah.
So we don't know Jack. We haven't met Jack yet.
Well, I have. Well, on the screen I have, but not in person.
See Jack a lot. He's a great kid.
Okay, we got to meet Jack next.
Yeah, the WDW POV Monday night Facebook Live show is Marcus and Jeff, and Jack will make an appearance in the background from time to time. Mary and I watch it every single Monday night.
Yep.
We've never missed it. Just like how John has Tuesday nights booked, Jeff has Monday nights booked.
I made sure I didn't take Monday because of Jeff.
Yeah, but you took Tuesday when the Grand Cycle Tour is on. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Listen, you know what's funny? I actually discussed with you what day to pick, and you were like, yeah, Tuesday's fine. You literally let me go and then told me later.
And I went, wait a minute.
We cleared it. You just didn't mention you. It actually works out good because you're
early too. It's too early. I'm like cooking dinner.
Yeah,
don't tell him that, because then he's going to encroach on my time.
Nobody does Wednesday nights. I think you should do Wednesday because no one does Wednesday.
There's
That is an adorable. What is that? Is that Navi Cat? Who is that?
This is Navi
That's
Cat.
Navi.
I love Navi Cat.
Thanks.
He's with Navi. I'm with.
What a
She's my
fake
baby.
with that white dot, 2 white dots.
No.
Okay, so let's get back to this.
I'm sorry.
We do want to talk about David Spade. Come on. I want the world to know, the 11 people watching to know how this David got to be with you and not David Spade. Right?
I think there's like 3 watching.
Really?
And all of them are at Jeff's house.
They left.
That story is silly.
Come on, tell us.
Nothing. I met David Spade on the plane coming back from Arizona in school. And I didn't know who he was. So that was what was kind of funny because I didn't really watch a lot of TV then. I was out in school and, partying and hanging out.
Sure.
From Arizona to New Jersey. And then we were online for the bathroom and he was behind me. We were chit-chatting. And then people started asking for his autograph. So I remember saying, "Are you in a band?" Which was very funny. At at that point, I think he was in Tommy Boy, and he was on Saturday
It was
Night
his
Live.
first, yeah. It was Tommy Boy was his first one with Chris
so
Farley.
anyway, he was funny. He was very nice. He was funny. But I didn't want to date him. And then he ended up coming and sitting next to me on the plane, the whole plane ride back. And then he carried my guitar and my drum to my parents, and they were like, I was like, Mom, that is David Spade. And like, we know who you are. And because they loved that.
Kim, you came on a plane with a drum and a guitar. Were you in a band?
Kim, had he done the voice for the Emperor's New Groove, would you have changed your mind?
I don't. I didn't
She's
know
never
that.
seen that.
I don't even know if that movie was out back then, because this is a
Probably
long-
not.
No. You were 23?
Yeah, it's like I'm 45, so that was.
No, you're not.
Hey Kim, is there any way you could turn off that one light, that night light that you have on?
It's a little bright, right?
It's a little bit too bright. You're hurting my eyes a bit.
They're kidding, Kim. It's dark. Now it's good.
Oh.
Colton's room is the darkest room in the house. We have no lights in there but one lamp. Poor kid.
Poor Colton.
Poor Colton. We have to get some lights installed. In
Yeah,
his room.
Kim, this year, make sure Colton sees Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. So good.
I love that, John. When I was little, my brother and I used to wait. Remember, back then, you couldn't see something there was no Netflix. You had
to wait for it to come on. Yep. Will he sit through something like that if he's interested?
He watches. Colton has a very hard time watching movies, which is why we don't always go to movies.
Yeah, but he watches while he's moving around.
He
and what's
watches
weird
while
is
he's moving. Yeah,
he
he's
can be in
watching
another room, John. And what's amazing is we'll talk about the movie the next day, and Colton will know exactly what happened, and he wasn't even there to see it.
Okay, he's picking up on it without actually being there.
Yeah.
He will actually say to you, he will tell you straight out,
Right.
it's too long. I can't sit there that long, Mom. And I'm like,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what? You're honest. I get it. It's
Mhm.
fine.
So you have to
Emmett
buy it.
Otter's
You could
pretty
play
short. I
it.
believe it's 45 minutes.
I think that's
Right.
about
Yeah.
right.
If that.
Yeah, he might
It's a
be
very
able to
short
make
movie.
it through a lot of it, but yeah.
Mary, do you know Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas?
No, I don't.
It's a
Oh,
great
Mary,
movie. Wow.
please watch it. It's a stupid puppet show, but it has a great
No, it's
story.
not.
It's
Have you
well
ever
for
seen the blooper reel?
yes, with the tire.
Is it as good
Gotta
as the
get the-
blooper reel from Cannonball Run?
Yeah, I think for an adult seeing it for the first time, they'll be like, "What is this?"
Right.
They're not the most advanced puppets, but it's got a great story and pretty good music from. I forgot who it is. Mark?
John Fogerty?
No, I forget his name. Williams. Something Williams. Music, but like folk song music. John Williams?
Yeah.
Not John Williams.
He's not in there.
1977.
They play the washboard.
He's not in there.
It's not John Williams. He's not
I
in
love
it.
this.
Just the music is written by
No,
somebody
it's not his
Williams.
music.
Yeah,
I don't
me
know,
too.
but it's not his music though.
Paul Williams?
Paul Williams, he's not in the music. He doesn't do the music, does he?
Hold on. You know what? As long as you let me go, I go Google it. I
Jeff,
gotta
I love
Google
that
it.
movie.
I got to
From
Google.
1977.
That movie,
Yes.
Jeff, has the best outtakes ever with Sammy Davis Jr. and
Paul Williams. Yep.
Paul Williams does the music.
Did all the music for Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Speaking of which, do you know they're redoing Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas?
I heard that they were. I haven't heard anything other than they were. That was like 2 years ago they were.
With the guy from Flight of the Conchords is writing some new music for it. McKenzie? I forgot his name, but it's a thing.
I think
So when we're
ago.
what happened?
I heard the same thing, but it was 2 years ago, and then nothing ever happened with it.
Yeah, it might be a whole COVID thing.
No, I think it might have hit the tank.
How old is Nivea? How old is she?
She's 12.
Oh,
But
she would like Emmett Otter.
She would probably like it.
Yeah, she would. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna by November. I'll be pawning it off on all ears again.
Now, John, you mentioned to Jake earlier something about the Dark Crystal.
Yeah, the new one on Netflix is great. It's
So
a little
the old-
violent.
What was the Dark Crystal? The original one.
I love that one too.
Was that there was one with David Bowie in it? Which one was that?
Labyrinth, and that's Jim's
Labyrinth.
favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're supposed to be making a part 2 of that also. I don't know how you can do it though without David Bowie in it.
Dark Crystal, they just had a new series on Netflix as well.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I couldn't watch it. I couldn't get into it.
Try one more time.
I watched the
telling you,
first episode and I was like, "Holy Hannah, is this thing going to end?"
I
know.
loved it.
Really?
You're killing me, Stan.
Now, wasn't there a movie back in around the same time where oh man, I don't know how to say this or if I'm going to say it right. There was
dun, dun.
There was little people in it, and they were like time travelers or time bandits. Maybe
Time Bandits.
Time Bandits.
Yeah. Warwick Davis is in that. That's an awesome. That's a good one too.
Yeah,
that was really good.
Warwick Davis. Yeah, he was in it. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I saw it.
I never saw
That's
it.
really good. I saw that one in the theater too. 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember seeing that on HBO as a kid. That was a really cool movie.
Mary, does Nevaeh like Elf? Because Colton's seen Elf like 1,000 times.
The
with
best.
Will.
I don't think she's seen that.
No?
Like if I'll sit down and watch something with her, then she'll watch it. But otherwise, she sticks to her favorites
That's
and
such a
watches
funny
them
movie.
over and over and over.
Loves Elf and The Christmas Story. He loves Ralphie. That's Stan's new nickname.
Ralphie.
Ralphie.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
What's up, bud?
Jeff, Mr. M says that Paul Williams wrote Rainbow Connection.
I think he did.
Rainbow Connection.
Why are there so many? I tried. That is a great song.
Yeah, it really is.
It is. Jeremy
It's really
Goffsey.
good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
was
would
Paul
like-
Williams also the one that was in Phantom of the Opera? Phantom of the Paradise.
When we say Paul Williams in it, he's not in a lot of things. He just writes music.
Sang, right?
No, but he was in Phantom of the Paradise.
No.
I don't
He
know what
was
Phantom of the Paradise is.
Have you not seen Phantom of the Paradise?
No.
Oh my gosh, you got to see Phantom of the Paradise.
Really?
Yes, it came out in the
think-
70s.
I think-
1974.
Yeah. Yes. There you go.
Mary.
Before I was born, I didn't write it.
Wow. Listen to this
Fantasy horror? What is this?
Yeah.
You have to see Phantom of the Paradise. Oh my! Are you kidding me?
It is Paul Williams. Wow.
Yes. Yeah. He plays the main character. Well, he doesn't play the Phantom. He plays like the Phantom's arch nemesis,
Jeffrey.
kinda.
So listen to this crew from the movie Time Bandits. John Cleese, Sean Connery, Shelley Duvall, Catherine Mary Hammond, who was all on Who's the Boss, right? Yeah. Ian Holm, Michael Palin. Look at these are some great people.
I have the comic book.
Movie. Really?
Time Bandits.
You guys
Yeah,
got to
the
check
original
out Time
comic
Bandits
book.
if you haven't. I remember seeing it as a kid and it really stuck out to me.
Let's watch it.
Jeff,
Yeah.
I have a feeling Kenneth Asher wrote the whole thing. Paul Williams came in and gave like one word, and now
That's what I'm thinking.
He's got
He
total
gets the
credit for
credit?
that song now.
I think so too.
It's like, really, Paul? Thanks.
Oh well.
That
else
was
we
like my
got?
favorite song in '79. I would listen to it over and over and over again. Still do, but
I've
I
never
think-
had a huge connection to the Muppets like a lot of people do.
Oh, I did. My dad used to sit me down after the Eyewitness News with Walter Cronkite, and we used to watch the Muppet Show.
Yeah, see, we
On Sunday night?
Sunday night, I have to go to bed when it was over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me too. Wait, do you remember? Does anyone remember?
I thought it was
the
Monday.
show?
I thought it was Monday night.
no, it was Sunday.
Sunday night. I
Was
remember.
it Sunday?
Sunday.
and
Okay.
I remember
was
it being
Eyewitness-
Sunday.
Why was Eyewitness News on Sunday? Was it on Sunday night, Eyewitness News?
Maybe it was like 60 minutes or something. You know, like.
Yeah, like
Could
one of those
this
news
is
magazine
Eyewitness
things.
News.
But afterwards, there was a show called The Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And I was so scared of it. So I
There's a
would,
movie, all right?
does anyone remember that show, The Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was little pods, right? And they
it scared me so bad that I would like literally, as soon as the Muppet Show was done, I would run in my room.
Wait, if it was a movie, it only was on once.
Yeah, it wouldn't be on every single Sunday.
I thought it was a show that was on all the time.
Hold on, I'm gonna find out.
No, there was only a movie back then called Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They remade it years later. Yeah. And it's funny though too, because to see what people were raised on, because like we didn't watch the Muppets. I don't remember them on.
You didn't watch the Muppets, no.
No, you guys were watching the Muppets. I was like watching other stuff.
Like you didn't see this movie when you were a kid, and they were like dirty, bad movies, and I'm like, no, I wasn't allowed to. But he was.
Oh, I was watching like Porky's and stuff when I was 9. Yeah.
I'm like, I never saw that movie. I would never be allowed to watch that movie, but you know, young.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff, you're
talking
about the Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
I'm at the age where my parents were watching Salem's Lot on TV, and they would say, "Get in your room, get in your room," and I'd be like, "Ah."
Yeah, right.
The first movie I saw in the theater was Earthquake, which I believe came out around 75, 74. And the second movie I saw was Jaws.
Me and Mary weren't born until the 90s, so we really wouldn't know any of this.
You guys are so much younger than us.
I'm kidding.
This is my favorite movie.
Jeff Turner, do you remember the movie The Omega Men? And that was also remade into a movie with Will Smith not that long ago.
I don't remember that one at all.
The Omega Man was... what's the name with Will Smith? The movie with Will Smith, where he was like one of the last people surviving. But the Omega Men was the movie that they based that off of, and I remember seeing that as a kid, and it freaked me out.
Yes, Earthquake was.
Oh wow!
And I remember there was the scene where the elevator came down, and the people were in the elevator, and they just animated blood squirting out.
Yeah,
it was like actually hand-drawn cartoon blood that they had to, that the people got squished in the elevator. That was a scary scene for me.
Oh, the Omega Man.
Star Trek.
Where
I
you
saw that
going?
one in the theater too.
Charlton Heston was in the Omega Man.
I don't remember Omega Man at all. What is it about?
So, we left the rails from the Disney chat, didn't we?
Oh, by the way, we have turned into the Moliterno.
So you had Jeff on, and it just took it.
Yeah, Jeff on, and that's what happened.
It's Jeff's fault.
You got his whole family.
I don't know. I think Jeff was pretty spot on Disney, from what I remember.
I know, but then it just,
John,
as soon as he does his Gaston thing, that's the sign that it's time to change things.
The Omega Man is a movie about a lone survivor doctor who struggles to create a cure for a plague that wiped out human race.
Oh, great.
And so there was a movie with Will Smith not that long ago where he played the doctor, and the movie was done totally different. I'd have to find the name of the remake. Kim, you and I actually watched that remake.
Of
I don't know
what?
if you remember. Of the movie that was the remake of the Omega Man.
Did we?
Yes. Remember he had a German Shepherd and
you
it was
tried to
eaten
get
by
that
one of the people and it turned and I was like, oh, this is going to be hard for me to watch. You don't remember.
Remember that.
Yeah.
David,
you don't remember.
People die in the movies, but when an animal dies, then he freaks out.
Yeah, I can't watch movies where animals die.
I'm the same way. I'd rather see the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care what happens to anybody in the movie, but if there's an animal that's going to get hurt, I'm like, I'm out.
I had trouble with what's the Keanu Reeves where they kill the dog movies?
Oh, the John Wick movies.
I wanted to get there and kill everybody.
What a great movie.
Flight of the Navigator was good.
Yes.
Yeah, the pandemic movie. I'll really sleep tonight with that, Jeff.
No.
I Am Legend.
That was scary.
Anybody ever see I Am Legend?
Was that the scary one?
Will Smith.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the movie that was remade off Omega Man. So Omega Man was a movie like back Right, where we were talking about I Am
There's
Legend.
a part in I Am Legend where he's hanging and you hear the trying to come out of the building.
Yeah.
And when the light is going down, and once the lights go down, they're going to get him.
Mm-hmm.
I almost had to turn away. It was that I was so frightened, like it was real.
It was a really good movie. It was well done, but the original is Charlton Heston in the Omega Man.
How about Old Yeller?
I don't want to talk about that.
You have to watch Old Yeller.
No, it's too sad.
Oh, you gotta watch that.
No, Muppets Take Manhattan. Yeah, that was a good one.
About
That was good.
The Muppets Christmas Carol is still good.
Jeffrey, he has no choice because the dog was bitten and he had to kill it. I'm sorry.
The Great Keeper one. What was it called? Where they like
The Great Muppet Caper.
Yes, that was a good one. I love that one.
I watched that one this week or last week? Last weekend.
How was Treasure Island any good or not really?
You know, I haven't watched that one in forever. I'm going to be watching that one next.
What's Treasure Island?
Muppets Treasure Island.
The Muppets Treasure Island.
Do you know what's a lot of fun and on Netflix? Both seasons of Gallivant, which is technically Disney. It's an ABC.
That's on Disney Plus?
It's on Netflix. I know, both seasons. I don't know if it's on Disney. Actually, you know what? It should be on Disney Plus. It probably is.
I don't recall seeing it on Netflix. I love that show.
If you haven't seen it, Kim and David, go watch Gallivant. It's pretty funny.
I love that show.
It's an Alan Menken half-hour musical, but funny.
Yeah.
An adult.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
You can watch it with Colton. He won't get some jokes that you will get. So it's okay for kids, but there's some adult things there. Put it this way. Yesterday we watched it, and I can say this because it's on ABC TV. The guy's talking about some concert that a lot of women went to, and he goes, it's the island of Lesbos. And I'm like,
really?
Mark starts laughing. He gets the joke, and I'm like, Disney really put that joke in there. I couldn't believe it.
Good night, Jeff.
Oh, Lilith Fair.
Good night, Jeff.
Whatever Lilith
Thank you
Fair
for
was.
I've
joining
heard
us.
of Lilith Fair, yeah.
Bye.
See you Monday.
Good night, guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think we're at 2 hours.
I gotta get up early tomorrow.
We have
Listen,
to go.
my big joke is that David goes to the last person is at the bar.
It's not me. It's Sam, really. Yeah, we have to be up early to do our reservation.
Oh, 5 a.m. you'll be up.
Do the reservations.
Yeah.
Aristocats is great.
You wouldn't have normally bought your tickets then, would you have? If you didn't have to make these reservations, would you have normally bought your tickets this soon?
No, never.
Yeah,
I wait. Yeah. But I have no choice tomorrow.
He's got to pay for the Splash Mountain redo.
Yeah, I gotta, yeah.
John, what do you have coming up on your show?
Oh, this Tuesday, I have Clint, and I'm going to say his last name wrong because I think of Chocolate Gamache from Thrill Geek. It's Clint Gamache, I think I'm saying it right, from Thrill Geek. He'll be on. Really nice guy.
A
He's
YouTuber?
good guy. He does YouTube, but he's mostly a blog. If you look up Thrill Geek. And then at some point, who do I have? I have so many people coming. Disney Nerds guy. I don't know if you know any of the Disney Nerds people.
I do.
Jimmy Horn.
Yes.
I think the E is silent, but I'm not certain.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Horn. That's how you say it.
Jimmy Horn.
I'm totally kidding.
Oh,
Mary.
okay.
I'm sorry. If you don't make the E silent, it's pretty funny. Let's see. Who else? That's about it, I think.
What happened to Michael K? Is he coming back on? Did you reschedule?
Yes, I actually. You know what? I did give him a new date. I don't remember what the new date is, but yes.
Okay.
Poor guy. I was going to have him on so many times.
He made the move to Orlando. He's in Florida now. Yeah, he was. He made the move like less than a year ago, maybe a year ago.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
You know what you should do is you should start a running gag where we're going to have Stan on every week, but never have me on.
Have I not had you? I have not had you.
Had me on like one of the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're like a running.
I call it like this, but you should say we're going to have Stan on later, and then not
David. I have to have David on.
Now that's listening. Yeah.
You know what? I should just do a Stan and David show. I don't want to confuse people, and they think it's this show. And they're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Confuse them because
they're identical.
Yeah.
I could have Mary on. We'll do a whole food Food rundown.
Yeah.
We could talk about food, that's for sure.
Alrighty.
Too early.
Poor Mary.
I'll be in touch with you tomorrow, Kim, to go over COVID numbers and to find out how you did with your reservations.
Yeah, we're going to talk
That's
about
what I
some
do
of
now
that.
with me. If me and Kim don't talk, the news channels have nothing to talk about because me and Kim first have to we verify the numbers.
We got to make sure we're in line with everything. We'll be good.
Heck yeah.
No, let's hope
All right,
Florida's
good.
numbers aren't so bad tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope it'll start going down. Hopefully,
it's gonna.
Pray exactly.
We were there. I know what it feels like. I feel really bad for you because I know what it feels like.
Yeah, but it does go down. So
when people come to the door now, it's like this.
Well, that's how it was before.
No.
Yeah. Well, how's that different?
Yeah. That's all. I've been like that for
no
years.
no talkie till I shut the door.
Yeah.
What?
Rolling on the ground under the window.
I have a horn. But what?
People used to come. Company's here. Was all excited. Everyone's running out. Mom's making cookies. Now it's everyone's hiding. Lock the door.
Lock the door.
Lock the door.
I'm like, don't open the door. Don't leave the door closed.
Yeah. So tomorrow morning, I'm up bright and early. I'm going to have a lady from Hong Kong to come on the solo show to tell me how the opening went for Hong Kong.
Hold on. Can we just leave it as tomorrow morning? I'm waking up early. I'm going to have a lady from Hong Kong. Good night. That's it.
Drive safely, everyone.
This is exactly why I don't do 2 shows a night.
We won't bother you in the morning, Stan. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with the Hong Kong.
Yeah, so she's going to talk about how things are going in Hong Kong Disneyland.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
That'd be cool.
So, something to look forward to.
It'll be like 8:00 at night in Hong Kong, so you have to get up at
It'll be
what time?
9 p.m. her time, 8 in the morning my time. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That'll be interesting.
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna
looking
make
forward
some
to
Taylor
that.
ham, egg, and cheese.
What's Mary saying?
I have no idea what that is.
You typed that, Mary. That's you.
I did not type it. You know what?
Mary?
My iPad is on the kitchen table with the keyboard, and I think somebody's down there touching that.
Who
Is it Nevaeh or Steve?
I think it's Nevaeh.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Thank you very
Love
much.
you guys.
Talk
You
to
too.
soon. Bye.
Yeah, you guys are the best.
Adios.
Bye.
Okay.